lapse, I was going a little slow. I think it's just because I just turned it on for the first time in a couple days. Um,
It's got to warm up, let the carburetor start going a little bit.
something like that. Something like that. I mean, we had a similar issue with Melissa's car earlier in the week where it just like it wouldn't start for whatever reason. We thought it was the battery. We tried to jump start it. I took off the battery. I took it out of zone and everything. And they were like, "Oh no, the battery's good." And I'm like, "Okay, so then why the fuck is our car not starting?" And we tried to put in more gas. Maybe we just forgot to put in gas or something. And we had no idea what it was doing there. So they just kind of sat there for an extra 2 days. And then all of a sudden we get back from I think we went to Schaumburg or something. Can't remember. And when we came back, Melissa decided, let me try to start the car, see if it goes. And for some random ass reason, it started going. And like for like so like it wouldn't start for like 2-3 days. And then all of a sudden after that, Melissa tried to start the car and then it was going. So it was weird. Let's see here. Matt, shouldn't you be out like grinding on your best friend's lap or something instead of being in the chat? I thought that's what he was supposed to be doing. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time to add the ad video one more time because it didn't go the first time around. Let's see.
This is gonna be amazing.
Why?
I have because it's already started off on the downhill.
No, I usually come when I do this show. I typically come super prepared because I usually know well in advance. So everything I watch all week, I kind of keep running notes for what I've watched. Mm-hmm. You see this? You see how nervous this makes me?
Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve.
There you go. Okay. See, this is why Matt usually does it before we go live. Sorry, Travis. We'll bring you back later.
I just didn't have it over there.
I know. I thought it. In my mind, I'm like, I don't think Katie has it. So what the fuck are we gonna do? And then I'm like, I'll just add it before the stream. But yeah. All right. We're back on track. It took us a minute, and it's all my fault. You can put all the blame on me, like Akon once said. Shout out to JJ. She's in the chat.
Hi, JJ.
Hi, JJ.
I'm trying to make a tweet.
Oh, okay. I've already unintentionally started to derail Katie's first night as a host on Smackin It Raw.
My whole plan was in my headline, I was going to put, I'm not even supposed to be here today, but I wasn't sure if anybody would get the Clerks reference.
Right.
Because Dante's got to go to work and everything like melts down. And he's like, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hey, noob. How's it going? Okay. Let's see.
Make sure I don't do my own links.
You want me to do a tweet as well?
If you want to, it's fine.
Maxie, I'm going to need you to just get down from there. You might cause technical issues.
Vince, how many pairs of shoes do you have?
Just mine alone or counting Melissa? Because Melissa has more than me.
Oh, those are both of them together?
Yeah, because my feet are kind of big, so they don't fully fit 3 on the rows of shelves in the back. So I have to mix with like 1 or 2 of hers next to mine. So on the bookshelf itself, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I have that isn't listed there. Perhaps 2 more. So I think I have like 10, not counting my Vans or my Doc Martens.
I'm about to get my first pair of sneakers.
I'm very happy and excited for you, man. Once you get down that road, it becomes like
there's no road.
I'm getting. See, you'll appreciate this. I've started picking up some ring announcing gigs, so I've got to get like, I don't want to say my gear because I'm not wrestling, but I have to get like my outfit together for shows.
Get the fit.
But I don't want to be a fucking like suit and tie tuxedo person because that doesn't fit my personality. So we're piecing together this like vest and pencil tie, very Will outfit with like nice jeans, and I'm gonna get a pair of black and white dunks to go with it.
Ooh,
yeah.
So you're gonna go with the pandas?
Yeah.
Because
like I'm gonna be wearing black and white, like 90% chance, no matter what. So I was like a nice pair of black and white, like low top dunks. I was like, that look good as shit.
So I'm gonna give 2 points to that. Well, technically three. Number one, and most importantly, yeah, man, fucking get your dunks, get your pandas if you fucking want them, man. I wanted pandas for the longest, and everybody was telling me, "Oh no, they're overplayed. They're not that good. You shouldn't get them." Everybody get it, and their mama gets them. Number two, you may or may not get stank faces or side eyes with you wearing panda dunks as a ring announcer, but then again, you're not. Because everyone's like, oh, that's like the generic shoe that everybody gets now. Like it's overplayed, it's overdone. Even people that aren't sneakerheads get them.
Yeah.
So that's one of the shoes that gets a lot of hate now because it's been available so frequently and everybody gets them that now it gets hate. You know how things go. You like something gets so big, so popular that it eventually gets its own hate. So that's one thing. And then two, I don't know if Panda Dunks have been the most comfortable pair of sneakers that I've owned. If you want to get a nice, comfortable pair of Jordans, I would get the Jordan 6s. They're probably the best for in ring because it's like they're higher tops, so they'll cuff you right in the ankle. So you never have like to worry about that. So I go with the 6s.
Monday through Thursday, Travis.
Okay. Isn't that something he should have DM'd you about?
He did, and I forgot to answer him because I saw his message at the same time I saw Katie's.
Yeah.
So I was like, A problem, B problem, because I was like, I'll message Travis like when I get off air.
Yeah, I get that. All right. Katie, do you want me to hit the intro, or do you wanna do it? Do the honors.
We can do it.
All right. Here we go.
All right, is everyone good?
I'm not even a little bit ready, but I got this.
Well, Will's not even there, so
perfect time to start.
He's here.
Perfect time to start without Will being present.
No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, Smackin It Raw. I am not the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter. No. I am the host with the mostest, Miss Katie Kinzy Bay. Joining me, I'm hosting, guys. My co-hosts, plural. Back from his hiatus, I guess. How long? You can ask multiple people. They'll give you multiple answers. Daddy Delgado, Pornhub Poppy, SES Vince, welcome back.
Thank you. Saturdays are for spits and swallows.
That they are. And joining us, because Vince was a little late, so I was getting very nervous.
Very
subbing
late.
in very late, that's fine. Subbing in, they are basically the entity of Rivet State Radio and Bot Spots and Chair Shots. First, because she's right below me, beautiful boss bitch, Miss Allison. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And diagonal this way, that way. Yeah. Chef by trade, Mark by choice. Will Gray.
Hola, familia.
Hola, hola, hola. Well, thanks for being here, guys, for my debut.
Your first time
hosting. My first time being here. I'm very excited. First time on the show. What can I say? But before we get into the whole thing while we're here, thanks to everyone who's watching us. You're hanging out. Twitch.tv/CreationWorld, where if you have Prime Gaming, you can link that Prime Gaming to your Twitch account, and you can get a free subscription every month. I know, crazy science. So if you want to subscribe to this channel, dope, super cool. You want to subscribe to them down here, super dope. We love them too. Hell yeah, go for it. But if you're like Katie, I don't watch things on Twitch. I don't have Prime Gaming. I don't either. It's okay. You can also be watching us live, youtube.com/CreationWorld, where it is free to like, to comment, to subscribe. And Will, what does that do?
It boosts the algorithm and it helps find more listeners.
Yes, it does. Wow, I get to ask somebody that this time.
Cool. So fancy.
That felt good. That was a good layup. It was a good softball. It worked well. Good chemistry.
Yeah.
It's like we've worked together or something before. Who would have thought? It's like I didn't just do a show with you guys on Thursday.
Crazy. Wild.
Who would have thought? And as Matt likes to say, you can flick the bean, the little notification bell. You're notified every time we go live, whether that is Monday through Friday for Creation Conversations, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. Saturdays, today, for Smackin It Raw, this show, midnight Eastern, 11 Central, and every other Sunday for Getting Off, to which we will be doing an episode tomorrow. It's the last episode of October, so, we got to do some spooky stuff, talk about our spooky movies that we've watched. At the same time as this, midnight Eastern, 11 Central, which is still weird for me to say because I'm the only one in Eastern time here, so it's fine. If you don't want to watch live and you want to watch on Matt's favorite place, you can go here, pornhub.com/model/creationworld. I know he'd appreciate it. So you can help him out, help your boy out. What's going on over here? There's a lot happening in this chat. What is happening?
Pretty Cow's in here talking about wieners. Oscar Mayer wieners, I'm assuming.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes. He's a big hot dog fanatic, because he knows we're Chicagoans mostly on the show. And we're famous for our dogs, So I think that's what that is.
Yeah. Catering on the show tonight. I am.
Yeah.
I am. We're off to a rough start, but we're here.
No. It's what I expected. I knew I was gonna derail things. Not intentionally, but I knew I was gonna unintentionally derail things. Didn't I think it was gonna because I was getting my beauty sleep though.
Sleep is for the weak, Vince.
Clearly, it's not doing you much good, Vince.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I love you.
Tú estás muy bonito anymore.
Ooh.
Pinche gringas.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh, damn.
Fucking mouth down there. Anyways, I'm going to do some more talking because I have news and rumors. So, I have quite a bit. I'll run through it relatively fast. Let's see here. Anthony Bowens was named the #1 groundbreaker in Out Magazine's 100 list. For those who don't know, that is a magazine for LGBTQ plus celebrities, and Anthony Bowens made #1 this year for being influential in everything he does. And we love Anthony Bowens, and we love that for him.
Shout out to him.
Shout out.
Yeah, way to go, Bowens.
Other lists came out to piss people off just because. PWI Women's 250. I have the top 10 list.
I haven't heard it.
I do my due diligence.
Know who's #1.
Well, you gonna find out who the top 10 are.
All right, let's hear it.
Going in reverse order. So 10 to 1.
Got it.
Jordan Grace.
Okay.
Camille.
Oh.
Okay.
Willow Nightingale.
Whoa.
Deanna Purrazzo.
Okay.
Athena. Tom Nakano. Jamie Hayter. Bianca Belair. Julia. and Mommy on top, Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Bianca was 3.
Bianca was 3.
The
I don't
only
hate the
one
list.
that I'm like, maybe not so high would be Athena and Willow. Not because they're not amazing. I just think that there's some women who are a little bit more skilled.
My biggest change on the list is take Athena and Camille and switch them places.
Of course you think that.
This isn't the time or the place. It's Matt's show. I'm still going to respect him even with Katie at the helm. Camille held the Burke for over 800 days with like 65 successful defenses in that time, dude.
Okay.
Like she was a workhorse over the last year. If you could find another woman that put in more time in ring than Camille Brickhouse did over the last 12 months, I would be impressed by it. I'm not saying she's a better worker than Rhea. That's ridiculous. I'm not trying to put her in the top 5, but I think putting her in Athena's spot, just out of sheer respect for what she did for that women's division, that's all I'm saying.
I'm kind of with Will,
but I am an NWA homer.
Yeah. Mr. NWA down here.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously these types of lists make a shit ton of discourse all over the IWC because why wouldn't it be? I just like laughing at people getting super upset about it. Like it's a list of a community of people in this community basically who have a little bit more power making said list based off of guidelines that they have. So everyone just relax. There's 250 women on this list as opposed to 150 last year.
Yeah, honestly.
Huge improvement.
And 10 years ago, when there wasn't a woman's list at all, and you were lucky if a woman wrestler made the PWI top 500, and this year there were like 35 women in the top 500.
Exactly. Personally, I'm a little bit with Will in terms of what he was saying that like he thought Athena was a little bit too high. I don't know or can't recall of any storylines, feuds, or successful title defenses outside of that ROH taping that I was at when Collision was here in Chicago, where she had the Chicago Street fight with Kira Hogan. Aside from that, you don't really see much of Athena because she's on ROH like Honor Club or whatever, and you don't get to see it a lot. That's my only issue. For all we know, she's out there having bangers and successfully defending her title, but we just don't see it. So I don't think it should be 6. I think she should be on the list for sure. But yeah, I'll jump on Will's train here and say that she should be swapped out with Camille, because at least I know she's a successful defending women's champion there, and I know
I'm not
she's having
taking
matches.
anything away from what Athena's done as Ring of Honor Women's Champion either.
I
personally don't watch Ring of Honor, but the fact that she's held the title as long as she has, and I know she is on TV weekly on Honor Club. I'm not watching Honor Club, but that doesn't mean that it's not good wrestling.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, a top 10 reign for somebody who's held the belt for a year is a great feat. So all the props to Athena. I just feel like, in my opinions, because of what Camille done over the last year with that title, put her a little bit higher up. Because think about the fact that Ring of Honor wasn't even really a company. You know what I mean? Like they were still in the infancies of even coming back.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we'll talk about something else coming back. Don't you worry.
I'm coming back. I came back.
That's later in the list of my stuff because it happened today. There was also another list by Righteous Reg, I believe, and somebody else. It was the BW 500, so basically like 500 of the best black wrestlers right now.
That's cool.
There's a lot of different lists like that. I know there's a Hispanic Latino list coming out soon too.
Where I need details.
So the person who does it is Brian F Pro. I interviewed him not that long ago for Inside the Mind of. He does the one who does like the collages for like Pride Month, for like Black History Month, and all of that stuff. He does like podcasters, wrestlers, refs, people in the community. He's super cool. He takes a lot of time to do all that stuff. But for this list specifically, Brian Keith the Bounty Hunter was number 1.
Love Brian Keith. He's a workhorse.
His pants are so high.
I need to
That's
see
my
how
only
high.
critique. They're like up here.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
I mean,
It's not for me.
It's better than Chris Jericho's ass crack about to fall out every match.
Oh my god!
I mean,
don't
this
get me
is
started on
very
that.
true. But since you guys were just talking so much about Athena, she was number 2 on this list.
No way.
Yeah.
Swear to God. And like I think Swerve was 3. Mello
Where
was
was
in the top
Bianca?
10. Bianca, she was in the top 10. I don't exactly remember where. I want to say top 5.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember.
Since she's lost the belt, like they haven't really done a whole lot with her. And it's like, is she a heel? Is she a face? Like, what's, you know.
Well, yeah, she lost the title, and for the longest time there, she wasn't on TV. She just recently came back on SmackDown this past Friday. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm more confused as to who's a heel or face in terms of Charlotte and like what they're doing with Io, and like I think Bianca. I've been so set on. She's just a baby face. She just got just like the Power Rangers, you know. She just got a little attitude to her. You know, that's how the selection process went. But by the way, I just saw his pants. They're pretty high, and I love it.
I told you they're high. They're very
Oh.
high.
Is Will high? Just as high as Will?
Yes. Probably
I'm fine,
as
Vince.
high
How
as
are
Will.
you?
Probably as high as Vince.
Vince,
Or Will.
Vince is high. We've entered a weird universe.
Whoa!
Honestly, nothing would surprise me anymore.
Jesus joined the chat. He says he's in your time zone, Katie. He said it's weird.
Hey, well, welcome to the future, bitch.
CST's the best. I
Central Standard
concur.
Time
That's
for
100%
life.
a lie.
I concur.
I agree.
I agree.
3 more things that I need to mention real quick. Ricky Starks has officially trademarked his name. So if he ever does leave AEW, he gets to keep his name. He started it back in May, I believe, for like clothing stuff he was going to do. But now he like officially owns the trademark to his name.
Fantastic.
So we love that.
Yes.
This one is specifically for Matt. So if he's still here and or if he watches later, The Undertaker is starting a Patreon. It's going to be called 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway. And he's basically going to be talking about his 30 plus years, in the business, in the ring, his life outside of the ring. There's like 3 different tiers. The first one I think is like $5. Second $6, and you just get early access and all the same stuff. And then the third one, you can ask him questions, and he'll read it like on the Patreon. He'll say your name, so I know damn well Matt's gonna pay $10 a month to hear the Undertaker say his name.
I pay $10 a month for that.
No, I mean,
just slowly interview him through the questions on the Patreon.
Oh my god, and then put it all together.
Oh,
I'm a genius.
So funny.
You're welcome.
Wow. Matt, get on that gravy train now.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I know.
Everybody's gonna do it now, Allison. You shouldn't have said anything.
Well,
I know what I'm getting Matt for Christmas. It said Undertaker's Undetakers are sold for $6.66. So $6.66. Jesus apparently checked the price on everything that's available in his Patreon. So if you want some Undetakers, you can take those. Pretty solid deal.
Solid deal.
Good deal.
The final thing is Impact is no more. And come January, we are back to TNA.
Love it.
I mean, tits and ass. But they're not bringing back the 6-sided ring, so I don't care.
Well, aesthetic-wise, you associate the 6-sided ring with TNA so frequently so that when you don't see it, it's a little jarring if you haven't seen TNA for a while. But I have heard a lot of wrestlers saying it's hell on the body. It's hell super stiff. It has no give to it.
Oh, well. You want TNA back, bring back the ring.
I love TNA coming back. I had one takeaway from a marketing perspective. The whole point is when TNA outgrew what TNA was doing, it became Impact Wrestling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, going backwards to TNA after saying Impact Wrestling became bigger than TNA. So theoretically speaking, going back to TNA, doesn't that almost seem like a marketing backstep?
No,
I can see both sides of it, but like you also have to think that like when
as
people
a fan,
go to shows, they're still chanting TNA.
Oh, they absolutely are. But
So like,
is this like the WWE fucking up the tag titles and having to give the NXT tag titles to the women? You remember when that happened? Like they were, and then they were like, "Fuck it, we messed up. So here's some NXT women's tag titles too." When all that mess went down, to me, my biggest thing was if they outgrew TNA the first time and became Impact, and now they've been so successful. My biggest question is why now? Because I've been watching Impact for a while, and I haven't heard any hints about them wanting to do a rebranding of the company. And I just saw this drop tonight at the end of Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Maybe they were waiting.
Give real exclusives.
Maybe they were just waiting for like a big event. Usually Bound for Glory, they actually do tend to wait until after Bound for Glory to do any soft resets of anything, because they do kind of treat it as like a season finale and the start of the new wrestling season for Impact. I will say a lot of fans just call it TNA regardless, that don't watch it regularly. Even I've been guilty of just saying TNA instead of mentioning Impact. So it's something that we're all just thinking, and maybe it was a change that wasn't necessarily popular by people, and this is something that's been pushed behind the scenes by some. So let's not question it. Let's just be excited that we get something cool, you know, just kind of like when all these wrestlers got their last names back, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And JJ dropping some facts for us. I did see that Trish Adora did just drop the Pan-African Diaspora Championship. She held that for a long fucking time.
Yeah, longer than Roman did, because Roman's not even close to the 1,300 days. Shout out to I Am Thorny.
What's up, Tommy? Can't help me more.
Tommy. The answer is Asia, Tommy. Always.
Okay.
Always and forever.
Okay.
All right, folks. It's that time of the show where I get to ask you this age-old question. I'm going to start with Will. Will, spit or swallow?
I'm wearing the Jim Crockett Promotions hat, not because it was the only one that was hanging in the office, but because I'm going to start with the NWA.
Oh, my God.
I'm swallowing the fact that Billy Corgan and the boys announced this week that they don't have one, but 2 weekly television shows coming to the CW in 2024.
Ooh,
Who do they think they are? Gossip Girl?
It's a top 50 network. People have been screaming, get the NWA on a TV network if you want us to watch. Yeah, Will is swallowing. You damn right, Tommy. Muy sucio, papi. But I'm hyped for them because people are saying if you want us to watch NWA, put it on a TV network that's easily accessible. And literally everybody has the CW. It's one of the most syndicated television stations in the country. So here it is. Billy, this is his sink or swim moment. He's going to have 2 weekly shows a week to say, hey, the 10 pound of gold is worth watching 2 hours a week. Let's fucking rage, boys. Let's go.
So it's going to be 2 weekly shows, 1 hour each show, or is it going to be?
My understanding is Power is going to be officially still 1 hour, teetering towards a 2 hour pre-recorded thing. Okay. They're also going to be doing it very similar to the way Impact does, where they'll do multiple tapings in one setting and then release it over, 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
However, but they'll be doing pop-up house shows between each set of tapings. So they're going to be doing tapings for one show. They're going to be doing house shows. That footage is going to be used for a reality-based TV show that talks about a rock star running a wrestling promotion that's 75 years old.
Okay, I get you. Okay, so that's completely different than what I thought they were doing. I thought they were going to do the AEW WWE model where they have SmackDown and Raw, Collision and Dynamite, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't think people care enough about the NWA to have 2 weekly wrestling television shows.
They're using it's a good marketing ploy because he's going to use the hype of the Smashing Pumpkins, and whether people want to admit it or not, they're selling out arena shows all this year, playing with Rancid and Green Day. So people still like the Smashing Pumpkins, and he's using the fact that people like Billy Corgan, the rock star, as a play to get eyes on the product for him being in a reality TV show about being a wrestling promoter.
Yeah.
It's a smart business idea.
Yeah, but I don't want to give any positive feedback towards Billy Corgan. So
I didn't say what days yet, Tommy, because they haven't announced.
No.
There you go, Tommy. There's your answer, buddy. Allison.
I'm gonna swallow Piper's new gear.
Yes.
She looks so good. Like, I hated her gear before because I feel like they struggle. WWE in particular struggles with dressing the more voluptuous ladies.
Yep.
Like, her and Nia just hadn't been getting good gear. Like,
factual.
Like, I feel like Piper's gear made her look like bigger than she is, and her new gear does not do that, and she looks fabulous, and I'm happy to see her on my TV because she is amazing, and we should see her more.
And she beat Natty.
Yeah,
and
fuck
she
Natty.
beat Natty.
Yeah, fuck Natty.
So
no, Natty's been showing up on every fucking show for no goddamn reason.
It's because she knows the secrets.
She's a time traveler.
She must have multiple.
She's got stuff on Vince. 100%
convinced. TC's got a whole conspiracy theory about it, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's exclusively on Young Kings Wrestling.
Sad part here in Indiana, NWA will be on in the middle of the night. Like, wow, that's very unfortunate.
Damn.
You can always record it and watch it the next day. Matt's here. I guess it wouldn't let him comment
on YouTube.
I died. JJ loves Natty.
I'm glad you enjoy Natty, JJ. However,
I appreciate everything Natty's done for the business, but
fuck Natty.
I feel like it's time for her to take her backstage role because I think she's really good at that.
She's great with training. Like, her and JJ have a ring.
Is Natty WWE's Chris Jericho? Is it just the point where she's just taking time away from other talent?
Oof.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Might be.
And I'm a Natty fan. I've always said, she's quality work. She's a workhorse. She's never really had major injuries. She's always been there when the company needed her. So when it comes to being that quintessential mid-card worker, Natty's always been that. You know what I mean? And the women's division has needed that support. But at this point in her career, she's just taking screen time away from other women when they're getting wrecked weekly by saying they're not giving enough screen time to their women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. They've been getting better at that lately. I think
not the main roster is debatable. NXT, however,
that's where I was going specifically. NXT, because NXT will give you multiple women's matches and some segments. As well.
We have 5 matches next week.
Love you, man.
But the problem is that half the people watch NXT than watch the main shows. So
correct.
It's not really spotlighting your women's division if you're still shitting on them on the main roster.
Yeah.
Listen, Triple H and Sean got to figure it out. Sean's got it down. Triple H has to pay attention.
I don't know what it is about NXT, but when Triple H was running NXT, the NXT women's division was top notch. I think it's just an NXT thing. It might not just be like a that kind of situation. I'm hoping that now that Vince is fully gone and Triple H has been knighted the Sir of Creative Control, he within the 1 year's time will be here and say, wow, that women's division has turned around.
Yeah.
That's my hope. That's my belief. Becky has been pushing for that, obviously. The fact that she's NXT Women's Champion, even though people don't like main roster talent being NXT champions, shout out to Dominic Mysterio. But her being on Raw and being NXT champion kind of serves as like that secondary title that the woman has desperately needed, like that US IC title for them to go after. Like, heck, on Monday, we're going to get to see Indy Hartwell versus Becky Lynch. Before that, we had Tegan Nox. And she put on she's going to be defending against, I forget her first name,
Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah, the other Irish gal from NXT. There you go.
This is my problem with it. If you're wanting to get eyes on NXT, you need to keep the NXT belts on the NXT talent. Bring the NXT talent to Raw and SmackDown to spotlight them on the big shows, and then the people that watch the big shows be like, "Oh my gosh, this person's really great. I'm now gonna go watch them on their regular show." Not do the reverse.
It's the same issue that AEW has with the Ring of Honor titles.
Yes.
Well, I would argue that if you want everyone to watch NXT, just book John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch, and The Undertaker on every single week, and you'll get the numbers.
But that's not spotlighting the NXT talent.
I'd argue that helps spotlight some NXT talent because you saw Carmelo Hayes rubbing shoulders with John Cena. You saw Trick Williams ask for advice from John Cena that directly led to a big story plot that played out this week on NXT. Undertaker giving Braun Breaker some props, saying it's like, yeah, you are a badass, but you're not the badass right now. That, like, Braun Breaker was rubbing shoulders with Paul Heyman, John Cena, and Undertaker. Did it help the entirety of NXT? No. Did it help a select few? Yes. And after that.
But would you rather, this is strictly playing devil's advocate from a business perspective. Would you rather give the talent the rub from The Undertaker and boost to 1 million viewers
for one show?
Or look at the fact that 2 weeks later, since the 10th, they've seen a drop of almost 300,000 viewers. 33% of their viewership has been gone in 2 weeks since that episode. Was it worth it? Was it worth it to shoot their shot so that 2 weeks later, 33% of the viewing audience is gone now?
In fact, their numbers are lower after that than they were prior to that
taking the title.
Like, they're 100,000 less than they were the 2 weeks prior to that show.
Well, I'll take your word for it on the numbers because I haven't looked at the numbers.
Well, I pulled them up for an argument yesterday.
Oh man, I love that. I love you, Allison. Just personally, as a fan of the product, because we all came from the same show once upon a time, and I exclusively recapped that said show for that said show and talked about NXT on a weekly basis. It was my favorite NXT show. I will say that after that episode, the Super show from NXT, I now see Braun Breaker in a much different light. I'm like, this is the most interesting thing he's done since then, and now I care a little bit more about Braun Breaker. I thought it really did rejuvenate. It was like a shot of adrenaline into the system, shocked the system, so to speak. But I like it. I think it's good because at the end of the day, like you said, you now have guys like Carmelo Hayes, guys like Lyra Valkyria, Braun Breaker that has interacted with these legends. And I felt like that helped their career. I think it's going to help in the long run. Like, it's NXT is still a developmental brand. It's not going to get a shit ton of viewers, but it was a really good show. And I thought a lot of wrestlers did benefit positively from the interaction of all the guys. Heck, Roxanne Perez can now say she was in the ring with Asuka. Did she beat Asuka? No, but Asuka, they made note of Asuka's undefeated streak still being intact in NXT. So it was good stuff. I can't say it was a complete positive, but I thought the positives outweighed the negatives personally.
Well, while you're weighing everything out, why don't you spit and swallow?
Oh, okay. I think everyone here should know that this is the first swallow of the week for me. And that is, of course, the results of the main event of Monday Night Raw. The Judgment Day is back on top. They are once again your undisputed Universal Unified Heavyweight Tag Team Champions of the world. Give them purple straps so it fits with the theme. MVP of the week, Jim Uso. Shout out to the assist. You know, he went out there and helped get the titles back on the Judgment Day. They didn't need the assist, but we'll take the assist. And best thing that happened all week of wrestling. Judgment Day, once again, have all the straps, double, like Finn says. Champs on champs. Love to see it. They did it with Dom Mysterio. Everyone's like, Dom doesn't have the title. Then he got it back. Everyone's doing the same thing with Finn and Damian. They probably only dropped the title so they can have that Cody Roman moment on SmackDown last week. But they're now 2-time undisputed tag team champions. You love to see it. You love to see them stack up the accolades.
Oh, who is you? Not me.
Me, Jesus, and everyone else in the internet wrestling community love this move.
That's debatable. I just don't like the fact that it seems like all titles are becoming hot potato titles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think all of them are becoming hot
Cody
potato.
and Jay held the title for 9 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Well,
Trick Williams held the title for 3.
Okay, that's cool. Because they did listen, I had to sit here and watch one of my favorites of all time, Christian Cage, get the World Heavyweight title finally, and then lose it to Randy Orton the following SmackDown taping. Technically, he held it for all of 2 days. In the record books, in terms of continuity, he held it all the way until Friday. But that's not exactly what happened. I don't think it's a bad thing if it helps advance the story. And I thought it did help advance the story beats. The tag team titles right now, as currently constructed, are a vehicle to get certain wrestlers on SmackDown or get certain SmackDown superstars on Raw without there being too many issues in moving the story plot along. A lot of people were assuming that Cody Rhodes is going to be the person that gets traded for Jey Uso.
Because he should have been.
Should have been. That would have made the most sense. But I think they're not. I don't think they're ready to push the trigger just yet on Cody going after that title. Because if they are going to run it back with Cody Roman, it'd be a little too early to move him there now. Because what is he going to do there now? It's best to keep him away right now in the separate brands. But we got that little cock tease right there with Roman and Cody, and it does look like Cody's a little shook. Like he doesn't want to go after him just yet because maybe he's afraid to disappoint everyone again. What is going on? Fams, happy Saturday, going Sunday. Shout out, Circle of Debate. But yeah, that's just kind of my take. Like, for the longest time, we've seen so many champions just hold on to their titles and then just have another long reign. It's okay to hot potato a title here and there. They're doing it with the tag titles. They did it with the NXT North American title. Like, they're not doing it with the main titles, though. So
not yet.
I don't think they will, though. Like, back in the Attitude Era, like the WWE title was hot potato left and right, and people still to this day argue it was one of the best eras in wrestling. Until we get another set of tag titles, I'm okay with them hot potatoing them for a bit, especially since the Usos held them for such a long period of time. And before that, it was the New Day, I think, that held it for a good minute. So it'll be fine. As long as it means that more tag teams get tag titles, I'm all for it.
I don't know. It's just hopefully after everything that happened on SmackDown, we get an actual brand split and separate tag team champions, and everyone can just stay on their own fucking show.
Let the games begin.
Bingo.
I'll save a few at the end since there's 4 of us. So Will, spit or swallow.
I'm going to stick on Raw. I do want to talk on what Tommy said in his last comment about getting new tag belts. They video and photo tested this week 2 new tag title designs. 2. One red, one blue. So it would lead everybody to believe that sometime over the next 90 days, probably, we're going to finally get that separated tag team. And each brand will get their own belts again. But I like the idea. And if the videos and the pictures that circulated, they look like the old Attitude Era, not the weird oval ones, but the ones that were like, you know what I'm talking about?
The ones that look like a dirty diaper in a pair of pants?
I don't think that's what I was going for.
I was not thinking dirty diaper.
I mean, anything's better than the tombstone the NWA has.
No, they're the ones that are like
it kind of looks like a booty on the bottom.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's wearing a diaper, like in a pair of pants.
Listen, sometimes you got to tag team a good booty, so maybe that's a good design.
Hey. I'm going to swallow the Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre promo. I didn't mean to derail it on that tag team conversation.
It's okay.
And it's not just because it was a Seth Rollins promo. I like that Drew held his own. I like that Drew said, when I beat you at Crown Jewel and take your title, you're going to have to take time off to reinvent yourself for the 53rd time.
God damn.
So I think that kind of hit home. I like the banter between the two of them with Seth playing the whole, like, I think you're going to try to kick my ass tonight, but I hope not. Like, he always seems so kind of high strung every time he's in the ring. So Seth, I love Seth, big Seth fan, so that's not a surprise. But Drew needed this push before COVID happened. And then he held the title through the Thunderdome era without any fans. And now I believe is a good time. And if you want to get high hopes into somebody about to sign a new contract, what better way to win him over than giving him, you know, the world's heavyweight title?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that brings up Tommy's point. Yeah. Do you think Drew beats him at Crown Jewel?
I think if somebody were to beat Rollins, it would be Drew. And WWE is pushing really fucking hard for the Saudi shows to become canon. So
they are.
Yeah.
And with Seth winning the belt in Saudi, the idea of him losing it for the first time in Saudi would make it a canon event then.
Sure.
Wild. I'm with Will. I really like that too, especially the line where Drew's like, heck, I have a catchy theme song too that I can bring back, but I don't because I don't need that crutch. And he's in more shots he took on Seth. I'm a little pessimistic, however, because I thought they did a really good job of building up Finn to be the guy, and it made sense for him to be the guy. Then they did the same thing with Shinsuke, and twice in that Shinsuke run, I thought Shinsuke could get that title. They didn't. Now they're doing the same thing with Drew, so I'm like, I'll believe Seth's going to drop the title when I see him physically drop the title and not a minute sooner. But that's just me. But that's all good shit that you saw on Raw this past week.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the slow burn of Drew becoming a heel. Because, like, he's not a full-blown heel yet. He's kind of leaning towards heel. He's kind of just vibing right now. I wouldn't even say a tweener. He's kind of just, like, vibing. So...
He's tiptoeing around the line. He's doing like what's the word I'm looking for? He's like salsaing on the line. He's doing salsa dances on the line. Salsa dancing on the line.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess it's saw. I was like seesaw.
Saw, no. Yeah, yeah, no, but I don't know. It's good shit. Like I like the slow burn.
Yeah, Allison. My dear,
I'm spitting the fact that they are now saying it could be another 10 months before Sonya Deville is cleared.
No way. My sweet girl.
Yes. I love her. That women's division desperately needs her back. But yeah, they said it could be another 10 months.
Damn. Well, I mean, she's getting married soon, so.
Yeah, I hope so.
That also like kind of helps.
Not all injury.
Yeah, because
I would
her ACL she tore, isn't it?
It's her ACL, yeah.
Yeah.
Being a Chicago Bulls fan, I have experience with athletes getting torn ACLs, unfortunately, and they do take about maybe 10 to 12 months, depending on the rehab process. If I'm Sonya Deville, I'd take longer. If you're about to get married, go ahead, heal up and get a doctor's note saying, I need 10 more months. You know, get that paid time off, you know. But yeah.
Tommy said third time's charm, Finn couldn't get it. Shinsuke couldn't get it, so I believe Drew could get it. Plus, he thinks he deserves it because his whole title run, there wasn't any crowd. It was all digital shit.
You could argue that all three of those men deserved it. Finn deserved it because he got injured on his on the match he won the title. Never really got a run with the title, and everyone keeps saying they need to like reestablish Finn as a top guy. That would have done it, getting that world title. Then you go ahead and think about Shinsuke. They completely butchered his like initial WWE main roster run, so much so that at WrestleMania against AJ Styles, he should have gotten over it. Instead, he kicked AJ Styles in the dick and turned heel and got rid of his woes and his theme song. So you could argue that all three men like deserve it, like justifiably so.
I just hope that they don't shit on Drew, and as soon as he wins, fucking Damian Priest comes out with that damn briefcase.
No, I think that he's going to lose, and that's going to be the catalyst that fully turns him heel. That's why I don't think he's going to win at Crown Jewel.
All possible. JJ also said Mike Tenay and Don West being inducted to the Impact Hall of Fame this evening. Mike Gravegate's speech.
Well deserved.
Two of the best commentators team. Like, I didn't watch a lot, but what I did watch, they were great. Vince, Spitterfalla.
Let's see here. I am gonna go, despite of me not caring about it initially, as the match worked around, and it's usually the case with all of this man's matches. But Gunther versus Bronson Reed, two big meaty men slapping meats. And when I say they slap meats, Gunther's mostly the one doing all the slapping of the meats. But this match actually was really good, especially towards the end. Initially, like I said, I didn't care much about it, but as it went along, like you get to moments where you're like, God damn, Gunther, like how the fuck do you always pull a banger out of your hat every single time? But he managed to pull out a really good match with Bronson Reed. I enjoyed it. Shout out to Gunther. Shout out to Big Bronson Reed.
Yeah, and the vignette they gave Gunther beforehand, it was just him in basically a forest fire. So like, that's pretty fucking cool. It made him look like a villain from a movie.
Yeah.
I know Allison doesn't like Gunther or Imperium.
It's okay. So he is amazing in the ring. I think they're an amazing group, and
it's the character.
It's the character. It has nothing to do with like the individual work and body of work. It's just
I just like busting your balls.
I know. I mean,
I honestly forget that those are the sentiments about the Gunther character until we get on the podcast together. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Allison doesn't like the character. Oops. I understand. But he's a good wrestler. He's a good guy.
He's a fantastic wrestler. Like I love to watch him work. I just,
I like to see him.
Character is no bueno.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's amazing. That like I really like, them as a trio. Like it works well. Like, and he's fantastic.
Can I snowball into a spit that I was going to have about this? But can I just lump it together so we can move on from it?
Sure.
I'm spitting the mistreatment of Giovanni Vinci by Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther of Imperium, because it's like, bro, like Giovanni Vinci was the reason why Ludwig Kaiser beat Johnny Gargano, and then at the end he's like, "Oh, now you have to prove yourself," Gunther says, and then Ludwig was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble," and like they're just been like giving him a hard time. Poor Gio, like leave him the fuck alone. No, I think he's earned his keep. I think he's done well enough. I think he's a solid member of the faction, and he's just their punching bag at the moment. And I don't think that's quite fair. So shout out to Gio. I'm spitting the mistreatment of Gio. Love you, Gio. Go back to NXT and get like her whole like gimmick he had going on there.
Oh, no, Kaiser already stole that. So
I feel like Giovanni and Butch are like the same. Like they're that low man on the totem pole in their faction.
Butch?
I would say Ridge Holland is the low man.
The Fridge is the low man of that one.
Maybe, I guess so. I forget about him, so that's probably. I do forget he exists.
So how can you forget about Ridge the Fridge? Ridge the Fridge?
Yeah.
Oh my
Now
God.
I would say that fine. So Giovanni is the Rich Holland because I forget.
I think he meant Ridge, but yes, Rich is the low man.
Ridge. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Ridge. Yeah, Ridge.
Whatever
Ridge.
his name is, I don't want to see him on TV.
Ridge the Fridge. I love Ridge the Fridge. He kept my Seamus Stan gimmick going when I couldn't.
Yeah, well, I'm not getting it. I'm gonna do a quick little swallow here. I mean, I'm gonna swallow Sky Blue on AEW television. It's very, very much showing the effects of the mist from Julia Hart a few weeks ago, like consistently every week now. Not showing respect to Chris Statlander after their match, not letting Willow shake hands with Stat after their fantastic match on Battle of the Belts tonight, which the fact that there's been 8 of them is ridiculous. Her just beating the shit out of Hollywood Haley, I think. Just like absolutely mauling her on Collision. I love what they're doing with Sky, and Willow kind of has like a little bit showing. I'm all for more women in the House of Black. Give it to me, please. And specifically Sky Blue and Willow. Like, well done, ladies.
Heck, at this point, just make an all women House of Black. Just like get rid of the guys and just like let House of Black be just nothing but strong, dominant women. That's what I want to see.
Well, because who run the world? Girls
do. That's what I've been told. I'm not here to dispute that claim.
Yeah, I will 100% kick you out of the show. And we will continue without you if you say otherwise. But Will, Spiritual.
I'm gonna swallow, and it's actually to put over women's wrestling. It's going to solidify the fact that Al and I have been saying on Botch Bots and Share Shots for a long time that the Knockouts division in TNA wrestling is the best currently in wrestling. I'm going to swallow, though, the Call Your Shot Battle Royal because Jordan Grace made her return to Impact. She was the first Knockouts to win the Call Your Shot Battle Royal.
I did see that as well.
And she immediately called out Trinity for Hard to Kill in the first pay-per-view of 2024 under the new TNA Impact banner. She was like, I'm calling my huge stuff. I also want to swallow the fact that Matt Cardona and the Juice Juventud Guerrero made returns in TNA, and Sunny Kiss was there. Yeah, all of these people showed up tonight. Yeah,
we were just talking about big butts, So Sunny Kiss, shout out.
I mean, it's only fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Grace has done a lot of firsts in that company, not even just that division. So I can't really say I'm surprised that she's the one who won that, but I do like the fact that she immediately didn't hesitate. And she's like, no, I'm calling my shot now. Me and Trinity. Well, me and winner of said match tonight. Hard to Kill. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Trinity had already won.
Oh, did she? I don't know. I saw things in different orders on my timeline, so I don't know what actually happened first.
The main event was Josh losing to Alex Shelley.
Ooh.
Spoilers.
I was like this close to going to Bound for Glory because it was here in Illinois and Chicago, but then I wasn't able to get tickets, and then I knew I had to be here. So I'm like, do I really call off? So between Bound for Glory and Katie, I chose Katie and Smackin It Raw. So
I haven't seen all of it yet because I was with sister doing family things.
How dare you?
But I know that Chris Bay and Ace Austin won the tag titles back off of the Rascals, so the Bullet Club's got the tag titles back. I know Alex Shelley beat Josh Alexander, and what was the other big one that I thought of just now I wanted to say?
Trin retained?
Trin beating Mickie James for the women's title.
Yeah,
those were the big ones.
That makes sense.
So I swallow all of that. All of those were good booking decisions.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That's all the Impact stuff. No more.
I am swallowing Sting's retirement announcement.
Woo!
How so?
I think that he has done he has given a lot to the business, and I think it's time for him to ride off into the sunset and to leave on a high and not do it too long to the point where it's like cringy to watch him like it is watching the Hardys.
Oh man, the Hardys look like they're gonna fall apart mid-match.
Like I appreciate that he understands that it's time to hang it up, and he's doing it the right way. And you know what I mean? Like, and it's not, I broke my back because I'm 80 still wrestling.
Yeah.
I broke my back because I'm 78,000 years old. But no, like, he set his day. He said Revolution next year. So it's probably going to be a tag match. Darby's out with a fucking separated shoulder because he's an idiot. Yes.
Did he really get a face tattoo?
Yes.
That's fucking
stupid. And he's an idiot, 100% an idiot, because he just went on Nitro Circus and fractured his shoulder.
It's a big bone hand, like, grabbing his forehead.
That's fucking stupid.
I have a taco dinosaur and a cheeseburger.
One too many coffin drops.
Like, I have a skull hand on my wrist, but, like, Jesus.
It's not even, it's not what it is, it's where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's why, like, I have issues.
That'd be like me getting like Will's scarf tattooed around my neck so that I could always.
You would 100% do that though, so that doesn't surprise me.
I appreciate you calling it Will's scarf and not Max's scarf.
No, it's Will's scarf.
That's fucking right. It is.
Yeah.
Also true. Meanwhile, Ric Flair was having another match. He died once in the ring. I don't want to see that again. Fucking facts, JJ.
Not unless you sound like your death pool.
People are pulling for Ric Flair and Sting to wrestle at Revolution.
No, hell no.
I will boycott.
I saw them try to do shout out to TNA Impact, but I saw them try to do a big buildup of Sting versus Hogan at Bound for Glory, and my dumbass was a sucker and paid the pay-per-view price to watch that Bound for Glory, and I tried to watch that match. Trash. Hogan wrestled in jeans. Like Sting was in the like baggy t-shirt and like jogger pants with like his like Sting logos on it. It was not it. I'm not trying to see Ric Flair wrestle in a t-shirt. Get him off of AEW television. I don't even watch AEW television, but I don't want him there. You know.
I mean,
let Sting do a tag match, or let him do like an actual match with like a specific guy that I know is going to take care of him and make him look fantastic.
It's also the fact that he was just like, oh, great champion, great people in the ring before me, Ric Flair, and then he said Hulk Hogan, and everyone was like, boo.
I saw that. I love the crowd. One of the very positive things that I can say about AEW fandom, they booed Hulk Hogan. I don't know. I like Sting announcing early on that when he's going to retire. It's going to be kind of like a retirement tour. Like a lot of like sports athletes do that, and then like now, if you know that Sting's booked, you're gonna go ahead and sell more tickets because you're like, this is the last time I'm gonna see Sting. It's clever strategy, smart strategy there.
They have a smart marketing department.
Sometimes they have a smart marketing department. Sometimes they don't.
Okay, I want to point out that like kind of far away. Why does this look like a T-Rex?
It's a fucking Velociraptor claw. Like from Jurassic, it's Jurassic Park.
It look like this is the eye. Like it looks like a fucking T-Rex skull, like from far away.
Maybe he's a Bad Bunny fan.
I get more raptor skull or raptor claw, but I can see both.
Maybe he's a Bad Bunny fan. That's why he got an eyeball in there because you know Bad Bunny does a lot of eyeballs in his.
It's like, it's just logos. How like the fingers are. Like looking at it up close, like it's a shitty skull hand. Right?
Yes.
But like far away, like it whole ass looks like a fucking dinosaur.
Thank God you just don't want left his ass.
I didn't realize you went to law school. Because you judgy as fuck.
Oh my God,
bro.
Give him a 5-minute recess.
You know what? That is
kidding.
No, see, we're all getting a recess. You know why?
Oh, good.
Because I have to talk about this Patreon that we they have here patreon.com/creationworld, where for $1 you get 2 fantastic shows. You get Multiverse with Mara and Travis talking DC. I believe the last one was Batman's Long Halloween Part 2. I very well could be wrong. Pay the dollar, you'll find out. You also get Return to Wrestling, Travis and Matt, Uncensored 98. That I do know. That is out. So you can check that out. But for a little bit more monies, I don't know how much more monies, you have to go to the Patreon to figure it out. You can get all of these shows, everything that they do on this channel, ad free. Excuse me. But since you're here watching live, and we appreciate that, thank you, you get to hear the sponsors. I'm now dubbing it the Triple D, Guy Fieri style, dildos, dog collars, DUBBY. So let's let Travis do the talking, shall we?
Genius, Katie.
Hold on. I lost it. There we go. It's in place.
An adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try DUBBY, the ultimate energy source. DUBBY is a powerful clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, DUBBY can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, DUBBY is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix DUBBY with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
All right, we're back.
Travis gets in and out of the room so fast.
I know,
Quality.
it's crazy
So
how
fast.
fast he goes. It's insane. I believe Vince, it's your turn to spit or swallow.
Why'd you say it like that, though? Why'd you say it like that?
Because I don't remember where I left off.
Oh, you made it sound like, Vince, it's your turn. Go.
No, it's because I don't remember where I left off.
Okay. I'm going to swallow the emotional roller coaster that John Cena took us on this past Friday night on SmackDown, where he comes out, he acknowledges, pun intended, that he has his own record streak of over 2,000 plus days since his last singles win inside WWE, televised singles win inside WWE. Hasn't been since 2018, I recall him saying. Like teasing that he might hang it up. He's thinking about retirement. Then he reels us back in and says, nah, he's got one more in him. Then he challenges someone to come out and face him that's going to step to him, yada, yada. You know, he gives us all the John Cena rah-rah words that he usually does. Out comes Solo Sikoa with his erect thumb, ready to go, ready to, like, stick it to Cena. It was a great interaction. That's actually who I was hoping for, because I'm really hoping for the Solo Cena match, because I think that's what should happen. Yeah, definitely. Then Jim Uso comes out. He also is like someone that comes in there to like help assist Solo. They start attacking John down a bit, and then just as it looks like John isn't going to get any help, I'm waiting for LA Knight to come out. Never showed, by the way. A masked figure, a hooded figure, shows up from the crowd. It is none other than main event Jey Uso takes out his twin brother. A little payback for him doing a little run-in on Raw on Monday. And John Cena got the one up on Solo, standing tall. But this also led to the backstage interaction between Nick Aldis, Jey Uso, and Adam Pearce, where now we're starting to get some tension where Nick Aldis is like, hey, I don't want this shit. And, you know, Adam Pearce was like, hey, you know, he's just returning the favor of what your SmackDown wrestler did on our show. And he's like, I don't give a fuck what happens on Raw. This is SmackDown. I'm the GM of SmackDown. I don't care about what happens on SmackDown. I want him escorted out of the building. And Pearce is like, hold up. Slow your roll. I got this. We can walk out. That's unnecessary. And then he's like, you know what? You're right. Escort him out too. I don't want Adam Pearce here. We get the little like line of let the games begin. Everybody's getting their panties all wet, thinking that this is the first inclination of War Games in Chicago. So I'm hoping we get War Games in Chicago. I'm hoping it's brand versus brand now, because if they can spark up within the next month or so between now and Survivor Series, a brand like rivalry between Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, chef's kiss. I'm all for it.
I mean, that's what we've been. Don't do drafts if you're not going to do an actual brand split, and that we've all been complaining about that since they started doing that. So if this is going to be the first indicator of there being an actual brand split, and they stick to it, which, seeing as how Nick Aldis isn't pulling up punches he's ready to throw down.
Love Nick Aldis.
I would assume we're getting an actual legit brand split. So I'm very happy with that. And it's more than likely going to be Cena Solo at Mania if it lasts that long, depending on the strike. If strike happens, then probably Crown Jewel. But just because Cena has literally said when the strike ends, like he literally has to go back and has to leave because they were in the middle of filming a movie. So
I don't think you waste time. I think you do it at Crown Jewel just to get on the safe side. And then if he's able to come back, you go for round 2 at Mania. I think that's the safest bet.
I mean, maybe. I mean, like I said, it's all going to depend on John and everything. I do think we do get Uso and Uso at Mania, which...
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting. I'm ready for it.
I think it'll be amazing.
It'll be so good to see live with you and Will there with me. Keep pushing.
If you would like to donate to the Box Buds and Chair Shots Mania Fund.
I'm trying.
How's the Mania Fund going, by the way?
I'm starting Feet Finder on Monday, just so I can go to Philly.
Did you get a pedicure?
A what?
A pedicure?
No, I don't need pedicures. I have tattoos on my feet. My feet always look good.
Oh, there you go. Makes him stand
Maybe we'll just come to Philly, but we won't go to Mania.
I just want to go to the 2300.
We'll be your Uber.
That works for me. That's fine.
JJ apparently didn't see John Cena on television because she's asking John Cena's still on TV.
JJ mostly watches Impact and stuff.
And I love JJ.
She's less on watching the big shows.
That's because JJ has refined taste.
That's right.
We do love JJ.
Shots and Share Shots has a huge crush on JJ.
I think we all have huge crushes on JJ.
JJ and I are birthday twins.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow.
You know, we also love when Will spits or swallows.
Okay. So I was making fun a lot of Nick Wayne. Okay. And I was like, he's just the new flavor of the week. He is AR Fox. He is Action Andretti. He's going to be here for a story and then he's going to go, right?
Yeah.
And thank God they made this kid turn heel, because I'm going to spit everything that is Nick Wayne trying to play heel. Because have you ever watched one of those like straight to DVD like Nickelodeon kids movies?
Yes.
And you got to have like angry menacing teen in the background, and he's got, instead of like his white puka shell necklace or whatever, now they're black shells, and he's got like his black hoodie on instead of like the white one with the blue. And it's just like, now I'm just super angry Nick Wayne.
I'm mad.
Like, dude, you're fucking 18 years old. The worst thing that's happened to you is like your
mom is fucking Christian.
Yeah. Like,
Whoa.
come on, man. Like, there's nothing convincing about this dude being menacing. The whole purpose of big heels in wrestling is I'm supposed to fear for my life and make them feel like they're going to kick my ass. But apparently the two scariest people in AEW right now are Nick Wayne and fucking Luke Perry's kid.
Which is still suspended, mind you. We've not seen him since the All In It Bruv incident.
He isn't suspended. He's not suspended anymore, but they just aren't writing him on TV right now.
I mean,
well, he can't wrestle, so I don't blame him.
Basically, still being suspended. But like, Nick Wayne's not meant. Tell me how your most menacing person got his tooth broken in half by an elbow from fucking Darby Allin.
He did get his shit jacked, but he's a joke, and they exposed him really, really badly by making him turn heel so soon, because in 2023 wrestling, it's not like it is in 1973. It's not easier to make them hate you than it is to make them love you, because in 2023 people wanted to love Nick Wayne, and now that they've forced him to go heel, it looks forced as shit because this 18-year-old kid's never had a bad day in his fucking life.
Well, I mean,
outside of the whole dead dad thing, but I mean,
Jesus Christ, Will.
Jesus, I was not ready for that.
And Will only knows what happened in 1973 because he was there.
That's not incorrect.
This is my favorite ongoing gag I have with Will now, is just saying he's very old, like he did commentary at the first WrestleMania.
Anytime I mention some old wrestling bullshit, Katie's like, "You only know that because you were there."
Just because you
top
were
wrestling from 1936, and Katie was like, "You were there."
Just
like,
because you were backstage getting all the cables together doesn't mean.
Oh well.
Allison, my dear, it's been fun.
I'm going to swallow the return of Danhausen.
Yeah.
I love him so much. Like at first I was like, this is weird, and then I was like, okay, I really like this. Okay,
Pretty
he's
weird,
amazing.
pretty evil.
I just love his energy. Like, yeah, for sure.
And he's doing the vignettes very much, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Very nice, very evil. Silver Shamrock.
If
He's
there
coming
was
back soon, boys.
if there was ever a man outside or like a wrestler outside of WWE that should be hosting one of the Halloween Havoc nights on NXT, it's Danhausen.
It would 100% be Danhausen.
Yeah.
But that right is now reserved for Shotzi and Scarlett.
Ooh, love that move.
Of course. Vince, Spitter Swallow.
I'm gonna keep things on SmackDown, and we're talking about spooky things, and nothing spookier than this curse that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have put on the women's tag titles, and they're continuing this. So what they're doing is they're kind of doing like vignettes of them like doing like creepy witch stuff backstage. Them talking about the tag titles. They have a clear goal, which is always good of a rebranding or re-emerging wrestler. Or even a debuting wrestler, because some people may not even remember Isla Dawn and Alba Fire being on the main roster. So I'm all for them. I love that they wrote, like I said, we've mentioned this multiple times in the past. Love that they wrote the curse of the tag titles into a storyline and them being the reason for it. So shout out to them. Shout out to that vignette. They're probably the most interesting, most anticipated thing that I'm waiting for on WWE programming right now.
It's my spooky witches, and I love them so much, and I love the fact that I said make it that they did it, and then the next week they're like, hey, guess what, we put that curse on the titles. I was like, I fucking knew it.
They heard you.
As they should, because I'm a fucking genius. So like, I get that. I get these spooky vignettes. I mean, 'tis the season, 'tis October. It just makes sense. They're a dominant force that can wreak havoc, no pun intended, on this women's division.
Shout out to
given
Rick
the chance. That's the advocate. I gotta give him a shout out when I can. But like, Tommy's right. I should write for WWE. Someone give me the pen. Give me it.
You can have my pen.
Everyone give me your pens right now. Will you have 1,500 on your desk? Come on.
Well, get it together, bro.
He's gotta find a pin that he doesn't like.
That's fine. Everyone had like normal ones. I have like a baby blue pen.
I love that you chose the pin that you spent the most money on, but you hate it the most.
Oh my god. Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, it's like gold, like a real gold tipped fountain pen.
He hates it.
Yeah,
so you don't like gold
I will gladly
tips.
take it off your hands.
It's like a $60 fountain pen, and I hate it.
Allison knows my address. I accept Christmas gifts.
There you go.
I get a pen in the mail.
It just shows up.
I'll be like, thank you, sir. We'll just go.
If you get a pen in the mail from Will, wouldn't that make you guys pen pals?
100%.
Clever.
100%.
I would want to. I'm gonna start sending people typed out letters.
Have you used your typewriter yet?
No, I got the ribbon in the mail though. I just got to set it up now.
There we go.
Well, let me send you my address. I want a strongly worded, typed out letter from you.
To whom it may concern. I'm going to write you up a very professional letter of reference for any job you need in the future and it'll have my credentials and all of my certifications from the culinary arts. It'll be like, fuck, this dude Vince obviously got, then it'll be like, wait, he's never cooked.
It doesn't know how to cook. That's crazy. Tommy, I don't need a Jax in the box. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Who doesn't need a Jax in the box?
I've never had Jax in the box, but I do want to see what's inside Jack's box.
It's just my Jack in a box.
Okay, we need to make Jax in a boxes and sell them.
Like a little.
We'll write that down.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Grab the good pens. While you're writing that down, also spit or swallow for me, please, sir.
I'm gonna call this a gargle undecidedly, and because I want to swallow half of the segment and I want to spit the other half, so I guess that qualifies as a gargle. It's the Rey Mysterio Logan Paul segment from SmackDown.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it.
I love the fact that we're going to get Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul in a singles competition, because we know when Logan Paul has a veteran that can call a good match, he can execute a great wrestling match. So I have no doubt this is going to be a banger. I'm going to spit, however, Logan on the mic. I feel like he was very not there. I don't know if he was still in boxing mode with Dylan. He seemed very all over the place. He didn't seem very well put together. When the crowd started whatting him, you could see some hesitation in him. I just feel like I said it happened earlier, and I said they were exposed, and I kind of say it here too. Like, it feels like Logan got a little exposed. Like, maybe he's not as good on the mic as he presents himself to be. Maybe we see his weakness in his armor, because his in-ring work is great. He's a better worker than some of the people that have been working in the company for years.
He's just naturally gifted in the ring.
Yeah, but do we see his weakness now in his ability to be a true heel? Because he came out talking shit, but he wasn't convincing with any of it. And we've heard Logan Paul rip people to shreds. That's what's so confusing about this, because this seemed very forced and scripted versus hearing him fly off the cuff like we get to on his impulsive podcast, No Free Shot.
Terrible name, by the way.
You know what I think it is, Will? I think it's the simple fact that they're trying to drum up like some motivation here for him to want to go after the U.S. title, because Ray's been on his show. They are cordial. They're trying to like make it seem like, oh, you know, like, fuck Ray, I want that title. Like, I should get it because, you know, I'm a U.S. born guy. You know, that's my title. That's my baby. And I just don't think it's kind of like, what's the best way to put this? It's kind of like when you're given the school assignment, but you're not like at all interested in the subject matter. So you're just kind of like phoning it in. If this was something he could really sink his team into, then yeah, I don't think he sees a value in the U.S. title, and him trying to like convince us that he values and really wants that U.S. title. It's just not resonating. I'm pretty sure he's excited to have a match against Rey Mysterio. I'm pretty sure that's something he can sink his teeth into. But I'm with Will. It did seem like he was trying his best, but like he kind of was like everywhere. Me personally, I was gargling the segment itself. That was actually my next bitter swallow, was to gargle the Logan Paul Rey Mysterio stuff. But I'm only gargling because I'm like, this is a good match for Ray. They're doing something with Ray. Good for him. The reason why I gargle it is that there's a legit chance that Logan Paul could win that U.S. title, and I don't think he should. And I think if anyone's going to take that title off of Ray, it should be Bobby Lashley.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, because it makes sense. He's going to be the only one on the SmackDown roster that's going to make it feel like a top title, just like Gunther did with the IC title on Raw. Like, you put it on Bobby Lashley. That's what you do.
Tommy said, I don't know, I may be wrong. I don't think he deserves the title just because he's doing so much other shit, like boxing and whatnot. So, like, I think it'll be another Roman situation when he's never there.
Exactly my point. Like, if he wins that,
sounds like they're filtering the show already.
Your mid-card titles are supposed to be your TV titles. Your world titles are in your pay-per-views. You know what I mean? So, like, if your TV title, so to speak, your mid-card, your U.S. title isn't on someone who will be there weekly, then that means your number one title isn't on the air weekly, and your number two title won't be on the air weekly. So that leaves you with the tag champs if they show up to work that week on a Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Vince. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying, yeah.
Or on a Monday, rather. I'm sorry, but you see my point. What I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
they're not going to put a belt on Logan Paul. Like, they're just not.
If they do, the world might burn. Who knows?
And TC will be here for it just to watch it happen.
That shit everywhere, though.
If they do, it's literally going to be he wins it at Crown Jewel, and then the next week on SmackDown, he is going to lose to
Santos Escobar.
Like, the only thing they would do is use Logan Paul as a transition champ so that Ray doesn't so that Ray doesn't have to take take an L to Santos.
You know what? I didn't think of that.
Faction.
That's smart. You know what? Here, Allison, take the pen. You deserve one too. I like the way you book things.
It's amazing when you use logic.
It's also amazing when Allison, you spit or swallow for me, darling.
Ooh.
I am going to. Okay, I'm gonna. It's not a gargle. I'm going to swallow something and I'm going to spit something about the thing that I'm swallowing.
Okay.
So I'm going to swallow the fact that Bianca is back.
Whoop whoop. Looking fine as fuck.
But I'm going to spit how people are reacting to it.
Okay.
Because, like, people, like, I know they call it, what is it, like Bianca Cena or whatever, like.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Like, stop being a hater. Like, it's okay to not like somebody, but don't get, like, visibly pissed off when they come back to work. Like, that is the most fucked up shit I have ever seen in my life. Yes, toxic. It is toxic as fuck. Like, you don't particularly care for Charlotte, but you're not going to, like, be visibly mad that she's on your TV.
I just get slightly frustrated because she's always in a title picture.
But Bianca's always in the title picture. I mean,
but Bianca's, but like, I like Bianca's like character and everything overall much better than Charlotte.
Like, I love them both. Don't get me wrong. Like, I absolutely love both women. They're like my top two favorites, like, of women, like, of every promotion. Like, those are my two. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm tired of people taking wrestlers coming back so fucking personally. Like, this is a TV show. This is a reality TV, a scripted reality TV show, and you're mad because somebody is back at work. Like, stop being a little fucking baby. And if you don't like them, just don't watch their fucking matches. So.
Yeah. Let's see here. Not hating, but I would love to see her turn heel and kind of faction up with Lashley and the Profits. I don't know if I want to see her faction up with Lashley and the Profits, but I would like to see her turn heel because heel Bianca is an untapped well that we have yet to really see. We saw glimpses of it on NXT. Then she turned babyface when she got called up to the main roster and hasn't really like changed ever since. Shout out to the broadcaster in the chat. What's up, guys?
What's up, Tom?
She said she'd never go heel, that she doesn't want to be a heel ever.
No, and I can understand why. And it's totally fine. I don't think she ever really needs to turn heel. I'm just kind of curious about it, similar to Cena. Like, Cena never needed to turn heel. And you look at Cena, and it would have been interesting to see him as a heel, especially now when you see what the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns became after turning heel. So it's kind of like a what-if scenario, but, there's multiverse theory for that, Yeah.
She had so much momentum. And then, like, when she lost to Becky at that SummerSlam in 26 seconds or whatever the fuck it was.
I was there.
Like, it
flatlined her for a bit. Mm-hmm. Yes, it flatlined her for
a bit. And then
they
built her back up, and then they booked her title reign fucking awful. Did her no fucking favors. And then now they're struggling to, like, figure out what to do with her.
JJ know what's up. Strong and confident black women intimidates weak.
There you go.
White tea men, YouTube men. So I think that's what she meant.
White.
Because usually like white tea means YouTube. So I thought she just meant like YouTube men.
No, it's white.
No, she meant white men.
No,
which
JJ, I don't.
All the people I've seen complaining is white men.
White men because they're little bitches.
Fuck white men, man.
Will.
Fuck Will.
No. Wait a second. I wanted to know. Fuck white men. No, wait a second. I 100% on board with that. I am the minority in the situation that I'm a fuck boy, but I am not a fuck white man.
No, I agree. There are very few white men out there that love and Will and Matt are my kind of white men.
It's like Matt and I say all the time, not my kind of white people.
Yeah.
No.
Not my kind of white people. You toxic ass males.
Part of this rant is because there is a TikTok content creator, and I won't call him out by name.
Love you, JJ.
Who he posted a reaction. He illegally streams SmackDown and shit on Twitch and TikTok.
Okay.
And I don't know how he gets away with it, but he does. He's got like 1 million followers or some shit. And
let me know. I will snitch. I will snitch.
I'll send you the name. And so like he posted just like the shittiest reaction video to Bianca coming back yesterday. And like to the point that like Sean Ross Sapp and other wrestlers are tweeting this man like and talking about like how shitty is. And so like today he has taken to TikTok to cry like a little baby and go on an apology tour and is saying he's playing the victim and saying that his opinion is being attacked. No, being attacked. It's okay to have an opinion, but it's not okay to be an asshole. So
well then,
I will step off of my little soapbox. I hate
put the soapbox down.
I hate entitled fucking content creators that think just because they have a huge following means that like they can say whatever they want and like swing their dicks. Like fuck off.
I have 2 people in mind of who it could be, but I will not say it out loud. I will just say it in the chat, and then you can answer me whenever.
No. I'll tell you who it is as soon as we go off air. I'll take you to his Twitch.
No, it's definitely not that guy.
No,
he doesn't have 1 million followers.
Yeah. Okay. That's the first thing that I thought about.
No, he's just a racist, sexist piece of shit. But that's not who we're talking about.
I haven't
eliminated the need for the private chat. Everybody pretty much knows who's Katie talking about.
Specifically saying him.
Whoever gets it right will get a private DM from Katie to let them know that it's right, and they get a prize. You get a free titty pic from Will.
Yeah. I'll take my shirt off right now. Say I won't.
You do not have to.
Do it.
Stop.
I want you in nothing but a baseball cap and scarf.
Yes.
Okay. Well, while he does that,
yeah.
Vince, can you spit or swallow for me, please?
Oh man, I'm gonna go to NXT because there was a lot of good shit there, and I'm gonna start with the Bada Bing, Bada Boom Battle Royal. Solid Battle Royal. You guys know it's canon on the show that I love me a good Battle Royal just as much as I love Will's nipples.
The nipples showing.
And the ending of the Battle Royal was so well done, where technically the Creeds won it, and it was supposed to be Creeds versus Chase U. Oh my God, what was going on? Will, can you talk Matt into taking off his shirt too?
Hola, Mateo. ¿Cómo estás tu noche, papi?
Hi.
Is it happening? Oh, I thought he was taking off the shirt.
You want me to take my shirt off? I'll take my shirt off.
Yeah. Take off your shirt, man.
What the fuck is going on?
So, Vince, are you going to take your shirt off?
Yeah, Vince, you have to too.
Oh, no. Not at all.
Vince, you have to too. You're telling these other two they have to. Alice and I legally aren't allowed to.
Legally.
I mean, not here, but on Pornhub.
That's true.
Yeah, but then if doing that, I get you kicked off the other 2 things you're on. So
do you have a mini fridge
that's a problem for Travis.
on your desk?
It's right next to my desk. It's right here.
See, I knew it because he always has like a DP ready to go.
He's opened that fridge on the show before.
I guess I just never noticed.
Look at the DP boys live in action on a Saturday going into Sunday night. Yeah, going back to my spit or swallow. Swallowing the Bada Bing, Bada Boom.
Bros and Al.
Bada Bing, Bada Boom, Battle Royal. I thought it was very well done. The Creeds technically won that Battle Royal, but they didn't see it. The referee didn't see it. So the Garza cousins, Los Primos Garza, got rid of the Creeds out of the ring. Then we got Garza's versus Chase U. Chase U got the dub. So all around, I was satisfied with whoever won that Bada Bing Bada Boom Battle Royal Final 2 between the Creeds, the Garza cousins, and
the werewolves.
They're not the werewolves. That's the wolves. That's a separate TNA faction. This is Perros del Mal.
Werewolves.
No. Anyways, but yeah, between Chase U and the Garzas and Creeds, I thought all three of them deserved to be the winners of that battle royal. The fact that it was Chase U means that we're gonna get a really good match against the Don and the Underboss. They will successfully retain, and then down the line we'll get the Creeds versus them. They're still not giving us Creeds versus, the Underboss and the Don, but it's coming. It's coming, just like Matt and Will.
What the fuck is wrong?
I already came.
Oh. You can come twice. You can come multiple times. I believe in your ability to come multiple times.
Not on a 19-hour day.
Once,
and that's it. And it hasn't happened yet. Giggity.
Technically, Matt didn't miss the show. Like, he still has really good attendance. Look at that.
I always have good attendance.
Yeah. Unlike
Actually, wake your ass up.
Listen, we're not going to go into that. We'll talk about it after the stream.
Oh, yeah, we will. Don't worry. Well, Matt, you're here. Do you want to spit or swallow?
I'm going to spit the same thing I've spit for the last 2 weeks because, I watched wrestling, but I didn't take notes because I didn't plan on being here. I'm spitting AEW and the fact that I can't fucking watch it live when it airs on my goddamn phone. The fact that for 3 weeks in a row, I have turned on TBS and it is said after I got done watching Big Bang Theory, you are not allowed to watch this program on this device because fuck you TBS, fuck you AEW. Maybe I will start watching. No, I'm not going to start watching the NWO. I'm not going to lie to Will and get his hopes up. That ain't going to fucking happen. But I don't know. I'll figure something out. Impact maybe, or I don't know.
You can watch it in the TBS app. You know that, right? You just have to log into your Comcast. That's what they want you to do.
I'm not doing all that for them. I pay for Comcast. I have Comcast Live. If I can watch every WWE show there, and if I can watch Rampage there, and if I can watch fucking Collision there, I should be able to watch Dynamite. If they're going to tell Dynamite on fucking Xfinity when I pay for Xfinity, then they can suck my fucking dick. Yeah. Tony Khan can snort blow off my cock and then suck it.
Is that the name of the episode?
I have the weirdest boner now all of a sudden.
Well, you're not the only one. Tommy's in the chat saying instant turn on the minute Matt showed up without a shirt. See, I know what drives in the viewers. I know what the viewers want.
It's not trying to get that. It's not about what do I have? It's not do I have YouTube TV? I have Xfinity. I can watch everything the fuck I want. I pay for it on Xfinity, except for this one goddamn program, and it's an AEW TBS thing, not an Xfinity thing. So I'm not jumping through hoops to watch your shitty fucking wrestling show.
I'm with Matt because I do have YouTube TV. I'm able to watch Dynamite and Rampage and all AEW programming. No issues.
You don't.
That's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to get to would be let's say I'm trying to watch, and then all of a sudden, Fridays on Fox, I can't watch SmackDown. And all of a sudden, it's only because of Fox. It's not because of YouTube TV. It's not because of WWE. It's because of Fox. And I'm over here I ain't going to download your stupid Fox app and put in my cable provider when I have my cable provider app that I can stream my shit on. I'm not going to do all that extra shit. The only time I ever do that is when I have to do Bulls games, and that's because I share my YouTube TV with a bunch of other people, and I sometimes get kicked out, and I don't want to kick people out of watching TV, so I watch it on a separate app to accommodate others. But I will not accommodate AEW, nor WWE, or Fox, nor TBS, or anybody else unless their name is Will or Matt.
And that's the thing. I had the problem with USA for a little while where I was having trouble. I think I was watching Raw a couple weeks, and I shit on WWE too. This isn't a just fuck AEW because it's AEW thing. This is fuck you for not letting me watch what I pay for on the fucking app that I pay for. If WWE did it, it would be the same thing, and I'd just be like, yeah,
same
I'll
energy.
just watch AEW. Like,
yeah,
none of that changes.
People just like to be sensitive about the fact that it's AEW.
We got Hulu TV because we were using. So I have a friend that works for Xfinity, and he logged into his little. It's
the Xfinity Live app.
Yeah,
the same thing you use.
Yeah, on my Fire Stick because they don't limit the amount of people that can log in. But we couldn't watch SmackDown because it was blocked out because Fox is lame. So
whack.
So we got the Hulu's.
The Hulu.
Matt, did you just flex to grab your drink?
No,
I don't flex to grab my drink. I just flex. I'm in a constant state of flex.
Jesus also said it, Vince. You made these two do it.
I didn't make them do anything they didn't already want to do. I just think I love this. I love this so much.
What has happened?
I don't know. But
I got back from a party and thought, hey, you guys are still going. Why don't I say hi?
Yeah, I've done it in the past. Why not you? I mean, it is your show.
It's Katie's show tonight.
It's your brand, essentially. But yeah, it's Katie's show tonight, but it's your show every other day.
Every other
You
night.
just can't give Katie her roses, Poppy. It's okay.
No,
she can have tonight. It's all right.
No, Katie has been doing a great job. She's been solid. It's a well-oiled machine. She even came back from the botch of Vince oversleeping and being 15 minutes late. So it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, you really gave me a nice dose of PTSD there, so I really appreciated that. Thank you.
Oh my god!
You know. So thanks for that. And I've recovered very well. This has been a great show. I've only done like one thing, but I do want to. This is specifically for Matt. I'm gonna swallow House of Black in its entirety returning tonight on Collision. Malachi showed up, kicked the shit out of Bryan Danielson. One swift black mass, fucked him up. He showed up in FTR's match, and then the rest of House of Black showed up, beat them up, and then during the main event, they beat the shit out of the BBC. Mox came back too, but like, whatever. But like, House of Black in its entirety is back, and Malachi's going after everybody, as he should, as he fucking should. So that was for you, Matt.
I'm gonna watch Collision now, like Bryan Danielson versus Malachi Black. Yeah, I'm back in on Collision.
Yeah.
Did they set that up tonight?
Yeah.
I was asleep for the entirety of Collision.
Yeah, we know.
We know you were asleep.
Listen,
it was after Andrade and Bryan had a match, which they called
I had a rough
day.
It's been a rough day, long day at work.
I had a rough life. I don't want to hear it.
I think we all have rough lives, except for when we get like free nipples on our TV from Matt and Will. That's pretty sweet at that point.
Oh my god, Will Spitterswall.
Let me go back through my non-existent notes.
I got one more. I got one more. I'm gonna save.
I'm gonna give it to you because I really liked it. But I think I know what it is from SmackDown, so I'm gonna let you have it.
It's on NXT.
Oh. Well, people take their shirts off after a rough day, just saying. I don't have any pants on either. I'm going to swallow LA Knight and Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Paul Heyman. I like LA Knight. I also like Eli Drake. So I'm really excited to see him have this opportunity.
For sure.
Matt immediately drops his head. I mean, if we have to wait a little bit longer to get the Roman LA Knight face off, LA Knight and Paul is fucking genius.
This is gold.
The way he physically threatened him if he left the ring before he was ready to let him leave the ring.
He shouldn't have been trying to leave.
No.
What do you mean?
He had a very, very much Dom Daddy energy LA Knight did last Friday nights. So I'm all for it. I love it. Yeah.
Answer the question, Vince.
Wait. So would you swallow first,
Who
LA
would you
Knight
swallow
or
first?
who would I swallow? Oh, LA Knight. Yeah, of course. It'd be
Yeah.
a dummy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul Heyman is past his prime. The only time Paul Heyman looks like well kept was when Roman is around. If Roman's not in the room, then Paul Heyman can't perform properly. And if I'm in the room and Roman's watching me, I might get stage fright. So if Paul can't perform without Roman there, and I can't perform with Roman being there, it's just not going to be a pleasant experience. So it's got to be LA Knight. That's my logic.
Hey, Jewish dust is magical, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Allison?
I'm
gonna ask you.
I'm going to spit that 2 seconds into the only women's match on SmackDown, they start a commercial break. Every fucking time. Every time.
Because they always do that. It's their gimmick. It's what they do.
Yeah, everyone has this chick that's
What?
SmackDown's apparently.
They couldn't have done it before. They couldn't have done it during the pre-recorded segment with KO. Like,
nope.
It's so disrespectful to the women on SmackDown. Thank God the NXT title's being showcased on Raw.
Oh, there was a whole conversation already.
Oh yeah,
I'm just glad we're getting more women on Raw and giving them a bigger spotlight. You know, for that NXT title.
It's nice to see more women's titles on Raw, isn't it, man?
I'm going to give you a mini version of what you missed earlier.
Who says I missed it?
Matt was in the chat. He saw.
Did you hear it? Like, I just want them to actually give the shine to the NXT women.
I know you do, and they will.
Who deserve it.
Someone from NXT will beat Becky, and it'll be a big, big, big fucking deal, and it'll be fantastic.
And no one will care.
I will.
I'll care.
I know you.
The people that matter will care.
No, I will. You, Matt.
I can't stand you. I can't.
But you know what I mean. Like, if they were doing the reverse, that would increase the ratings. Not what they're doing. They're marketing logic.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah.
Vince, spit or swallow.
Speaking of NXT, this is my final spit or swallow. I saved the one of my best ones for the week, and that is I talked about it earlier. Trick Williams taking John Cena's advice, saying, "Your time is up, my time is now. Let me get inserted into this NXT title #1 contenders match." Making it a fatal 4-way at the start. Carmelo Hayes shook as all fuck. He's like, what the fuck you doing? Then you have Dijak and Corbin being the instigators they are. I'm like, oh man, like he didn't even tell you, bro. Like he's not being a good friend, like what kind of shit is that? Loved all of that shit. I'm Latino, so I love the cheese man. I love the gossip. I love the tea. So when shit gets spicy like this, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Then after that, you go ahead and you have the backstage segment with Trick Williams getting attacked. No one knows. It's another whodunit in an NXT thing. Obviously, the speculation in my part is that it's Carmelo Hayes. It's probably going to be Carmelo Hayes to tease this Trick Melo gang split. Then you get to the main event. Melo actually gets the win. He's the #1 contender. I don't think he's going to successfully win the title against Dragunov, but good shit. A storyline plot that starts at the beginning of the show, and then you see ramifications throughout. I love to see it.
You already know that it's fucking Carmelo Hayes who did it. They're gonna do the stupid Triple H Shawn Michaels bullshit, which Jalen and TC both tweeted at the exact same time, and I thought it was hysterical. Like with the security footage, and it was me, Shawn. Fuck. Don't. Please don't. I don't want them to be on the fritz. Trick Mello gang, guys.
Trick Mello gang. It's sad to see, but I'm excited because this could be the ascent of Trick Williams being a higher guy on the totem pole in NXT, and then Melo going to main roster.
Adam Cole just had surgery and is growing out his beard. He's at home. He's not in a devil mask. He's not evil.
He's growing a devil beard. He's growing facial hair. Men with facial hair tend to be a little bit more evil.
Whoa, whoa.
Just because you can barely grow some, bro,
doesn't make me evil, though.
You and Dom got the same kind of.
Him and Dom
hear how he
also
gets
been
booed.
working on growing that their entire lives, whereas you and I both shaved yesterday.
I shaved this morning.
Vincent's never shaved a day in his life. And that's
I've shaved. Maybe not my facial hair, but I've shaved.
Not since the pandemic.
Not since the panini have I shaved. But yeah, that's my final spit or swallow. I love this. Is the best thing going in NXT is the Trick Melo Gang thing.
I mean, it's 100% one of the best things. I mean, we get Halloween Havoc next week. Week 1 of 2. So that'll be the best thing in NXT going forward.
I'm glad that they're doing it actually around Halloween this year. Wasn't it last year? It was weirdly before.
The timing was slightly off last year.
Because Halloween was on Halloween.
No, it's on a Tuesday this week.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, it was on a Monday last year. But they do it 3 weeks before. It was really early for Halloween or something.
It was something weird. You
want
me to write that down?
Jesus. Yeah, write that down, Katie.
Swallowing.
I still know my job. Don't worry. I mean, I don't remember when they did it last year, but at least we're getting 2 weeks of it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing it this week and actually on Halloween, instead of them trying to cram everything into one night, which they definitely shouldn't do because there's so much shit going on. 5 women's matches in NXT, Halloween Havoc first night, tag titles. I want to say Melo and Dragunov is next week too. I could be wrong. But there's a lot of shit they got going on. They can't figure it all out. Will, do you have anything else to spit or swallow?
My last spit or swallow is a huge swallow for wrestling free agency in 2024. Will Ospreay announced that he will no longer be under New Japan contract on March 31st of 2024. Therefore, there will be 2 bidding wars in 2024 for our buddy Max, our scumbag, and for Will Ospreay, maybe the hottest, upcoming free agent that isn't named Maxwell Jacob Freeman. So I'm really excited for next spring.
Thanks to the great Okan.
I mean, I keep saying it.
Right.
Will Ospreay's theme fucking slaps. So whatever he's on, I hope I watch because I want to hear Elevated every week.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking song.
Yeah.
Allison?
I'm gonna swallow words. Bobby Lashley with the Street Profits, but I really need them to call themselves the Almighty Prophets.
Literally.
I said that weeks ago, and I just really need WWE to listen as they don't do. And can we please call them the Almighty Prophets? It's just such a banger of a name.
Listen, they're definitely listening. I kept saying rated FTR, and then they tried to file a trademark for that not that long ago. I'm just, guys, the pen. Give it. Thank you. But no, Almighty Prophets is what we've been, all of us have been calling them that since they got together. It just makes the most sense.
It does. I don't know. I really like it. I also like that they're it seems like they're trying to uplift Dawkins a little more to get him on that same level as Montez.
Which they definitely should, because everyone was like, oh, when the Street Profits split, Dawkins is gonna go back to NXT and Montez Ford is gonna be the star. I mean, Montez Ford is a goddamn star, but Dawkins is too. He's just not the same star as Thor.
Yeah. They have said that, like, in shoot interviews, that they will not feud and they will not, like, break up. They said, like, they are a team. They came in as a team. They're going to stay a team. Like, they can still have singles runs being the Street Profits, but they will still be the Street Profits. I mean, New Day does it, so I don't understand why they can't.
That's exactly who they referenced in the interview was New Day, because they've never had to break up.
Gods.
Yeah.
I got one swallow.
Okay.
I want to swallow the fact that tonight marks the first night that Smackin' It Raw has ever had a female host running the show. And despite early technical difficulties and my co-host being my co-host, she overcame, she held it down, she held her composure, she did not cry, she kicked ass and ran the show like the bad bitch that she is. Also, every one of my not gonna lies that I'm pretty sure just trolling me and are my friends telling me how cute I am and that they have a crush on me, this is for you. So I'm happily married. I'm not looking for any unwanted attention. My wife will castrate me and then you'll have nothing anyway. But just enjoy this while you've got it.
It's really Will just sending you
I know
ones
it
every
is.
day.
I know it is.
It has to be.
I can honestly, as your friend, as a good friend, even there's a dog in your room.
Yeah, that's Ozzy.
As a good friend, even I can tell you, I sent one. I swear, I legitimately only accounted for one of them.
One of
About
the
having a
ones
crush
flirting
on
with him.
No. I didn't send any about a crush. Mine was
That's
the
what we're
one that
talking
was like the feet finder or whatever. The one that was like,
oh, how much for feet pics? Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. That was the one that I sent. I haven't sent any more after that because you were getting so many good ones that I was like, I ain't even got to work today. People doing the job for me.
I did not send one.
She would just tell you. She would just be like, Matt, I think you're cute.
Right in front of Will.
She would.
Right in front of Will's face.
I mean, you are my number 2.
Wow. I'm the number 3, don't lie.
No, you're number one.
Number
Katie. Will's
one,
number 3.
You're number 1.
I'm number
I'll take
3.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're like 1.5. Will's
okay.
1, you're 1.5, and then Ritter is 2.
I'll fucking take it. I'll take anything I can get at this point. That works. But okay, I think we should just wrap this up now.
Okay, cool.
You.
I know. Look at me go.
Always wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Rock star.
Yeah. Hoot hoot. Will, what was your favorite show this week?
My favorite show this week was probably SmackDown. I'm getting really into the idea. I would like to see them build to Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis' Survivor Series. Adam
Just
Pearce
the two
said
of them fighting?
he said he wanted one more match. He says he thinks he has it in him. Nick Aldis is an incredibly safe worker. You know he wouldn't do any damage. So I think this is the opportunity where the general managers could get in there and get their hands dirty. So I'm going to go with SmackDown. Love you, Tommy.
All right. Allison?
I will say SmackDown because it was the only show this week that held my attention the entire time.
Okay. Vince?
I'm going to NXT. I'm going to go ahead and say from the very start to the ending, like they had an overarching like narrative. You get to see more women's matches there than any other show aside from maybe Impact or TNA now. And I like the breakout tournament that they got with the women. It's probably my favorite thing going on right now. And Matt's favorite in the tournament, Ariana Grace, got that dub. So solid swallow. You know,
her nails match her knee brace, and that's a very
really
cute
cool.
attention to detail.
That's really cool. But yeah, NXT.
Matt?
Chucky, we got Jennifer Tilly back, baby.
Yeah, we fucking did.
I love her.
Chucky is 100% the answer, always.
Oh.
I barely watched Dynamite. I was like, fuck this, I'm watching Chucky. I caught what I needed to catch. It doesn't matter. But actually, the answer is NXT. So there's this show. Smackin' It Raw is Smackin' It Raw's favorite show of the week. I guess that's how that works, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Will, why don't you plug yourself?
First and foremost, Katie, I appreciate you having me on tonight on Smackin' It Raw as your co-host.
Thanks for being here.
Being the honorary use of all things Creation World. If you're interested in my shenanigans elsewhere, you can check my link tree at DWillGray. You can find everything I do for Botch Pots and Share Shots, Rivet City Radio, Off the Top Media, and Creation World.
Allison?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at JustAGirl918. I am still looking for a Jay Uso action figure. The lovely Katie sent me a Jimmy for my birthday. I still need a J. I don't need an expensive J because I'm gonna open that motherfucker and play with it. So
Yeah, so go get a J and open it up for Allison. Yeah.
I'll pay you for it. I just need everywhere I've gone there hasn't been one, and they're like $50 on Amazon.
They're so expensive for no reason.
Like I don't really
15?
understand. 50.
Ooh.
Like I don't understand. I think they just haven't released his new one yet. So they're really hard to come by. But
if I find one during my thrifts shopping escapades, I will send you one, Allison.
yeah, I don't care like what iteration of J it is. I just need a J. It doesn't matter.
And J you shall get. Vince?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SESVince. Link tree in my bio takes you to everything Smackin' It Raw and Get Your Podcast. That's where I am exclusively. There's no more straight talk. So go and watch the past episodes there at linktree.com/SESVince. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel where I'll do more content there. YouTube.com/SESVince.
Matt?
You can follow me on Twitter at MattRose, or at Getting Off. Tomorrow, Getting Off, 11 p.m. Central. Katie, me, and whoever else shows the fuck up will be talking everything we watched this year, October, in horror. So we'll talk Saw X. We'll talk Exorcist Believer. We'll talk also Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Absolutely. We'll be talking about that and so much more. So come join us tomorrow night. You can also follow me on Instagram, Blue Sky, not Sky Blue. I wish you could follow me on Sky Blue, but she's not available. Threads, TikTok at Smackin' It
Raw. Me, Katie13 on Twitter, link to my Bad Scouting She Late Showcase, Twitch.tv/She Late Showcase, and YouTube.com/She Late Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Patreon.com/She Leads Showcase for me fucking asses. October episode is out with Matt and I talking about spooky things and ghosts and childhood stories, all of that fun stuff. Okay, let's see.
I may or may not have been fucked by a ghost, but you have to tune in to find out.
Like scary movie style?
Listen,
you're gonna have to pay the $3 for the Patreon and go listen.
Yeah,
I got $3.
Come up, that's $3. Please, for the love of God. For all things Creation World, you can go to Instagram, TikTok, or X at It's Creation World, ITSCREATIA World. Facebook.com/Creation World. There's also Facebook.com/group/Smackin' It Raw for wrestling content. I don't know where the other ones are because I don't host. There we go. Facebook.com/group/DemDragons for Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. What are they actually called?
Wyverns.
Those? Yeah. Is there another one or no?
That's the one where you send Travis Dragon dick pics, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's 100% where that is. So for... Did I get everything? Right?
You got everything. You're good.
Okay. I'm just making sure before I actually end it. So for Will Gray, Allison, Vince, Matt, and myself, surprisingly, this has been Smackin' It Raw, your #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub.
There you go.
I did it.
Luisimos, we did it.
You did an amazing job.
Great job, Katie. Fantastic job.
Thank you.
I'm putting clothes on in case taking them off. Look at that.
I'm sweating.
So it's a long process. It's not easy running the show.
Well, because like I have all of mine embedded in my brain, so I have to be like, it's Creation World, not Sheely Showcase.
You did a great job tonight, Katie. Thank you.
Thank you for entrusting me with Keys of the Kingdom.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, like I said, like Melissa even went out of her way. Melissa went ahead and called me. And it's like, hey, this is your wake-up call. Make sure you don't oversleep. She woke me up at like 9:30. I'm like, okay, cool. And I don't remember what happened after the phone call ended. Next thing I remember, I wake up. I'm like, holy shit, what time is it? And I see that's like 11:05, 11:06. They get a text message from Matt. It's like, hey, are you coming on? And I'm like, yeah. And then all I replied, it was with all caps, fuck. And then he calls me and it's like, bro, I just overslept. I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah. I've been sleep deprived the last couple weeks.
I got a text from Bo that was like, hey, we're hanging out. Do you want the link? And I was like, yeah, sure. Didn't realize they were live on fucking air still. So I like hop in their studio and they're like, Will's here, live on air. And then I saw Katie's message and I was like, I gotta go.
The funnier part is I didn't know that he was live. And I walked into the room like I have on no pants, like, and I'm like walking to the room like whining, like, I need you to scratch my back. Like he's like, I'm live. I was like, oh.
Listen, if you're going to walk through a stream live without pants, it should be ours, not anyone else's. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. No matter what show Will is doing, should we need him, he will be here for us. Which is why we love him.
I sent out the bad signal. I was like, Will, are you available? Anybody?
Well, when I got on the call on the yard, you know, so to speak, and I saw Will and Allison, I'm like, oh, okay, so it was booked to be Smackin It Raw Botch Spots thing.
No.
And then as the show progressed, I'm like, oh no, they were here because they thought I wasn't gonna be here. To be fair, I wasn't supposed to come out of my my sabbatical.
No. I asked last week, hey, are you good for next week? You said yes. So none of this. I wasn't supposed to come out of my sabbatical bullshit.
No, I know. Hold up. Can I get to my point?
Show.
Can I get to my point? So I was not supposed to come out of my sabbatical. So I guess mentally was not ready for this. The last couple of weeks have kind of like prepped me to just like come home and then like just take naps. He forgot he made a commitment. You know what? I made one big commitment last week, and that's the only commitment that's been on my mind the last couple days, and that's the only one. That's number one right now. Sorry, Matt. But I'm here. I made it regardless. You know, I was a little late. I'm late for work all the time, 15 minutes. So you get standard Vince. He's always there late. He's sleepy to start his shift, but then like he pushes through, and then it's the best employee you got going during that shift.
And we didn't really talk about it on the show, so we might as well now. Like, congratulations to Vince. He finally took that step. He's officially a cuckold. Melissa's got the cock cage on order. It will be here next week. We are so proud of you for, you know, stepping into that role.
Thanks, man.
Was that not the commitment?
Yeah. But I was not expecting your analogy on it. Yeah. I heard last week.
Kate's got the key to my cage.
I heard you congratulate me last week on the stream, like after the show, so I appreciate that. But you already talked about it. I popped the question. She said yes on Wednesday, 3-year anniversary. I took her down to Navy Pier. Everything was against me that day, and everything worked out perfectly and better than I could have ever imagined. It was a great thing. I'll send some pics got like this heart-shaped flower arch with a "Will You Marry" neon LED sign in the center, with a rose petal walkway and candles like on the side. Shout out to her older sister Karina that helped set it up. Shout out to my siblings. Shout out to the family. It's the first time my parents met, so that was fun for them to not formally have been introduced to each other and then go ahead and like meet each other for the first time in the park of Navy Pier. But yeah, no, it went great. We're fantastic. It went fantastically. We're engaged now. I'm happy about it, and we're gonna plan a wedding soon. So,
okay. As long as we're invited, it's all that matters.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Or you at least like stream that shit on Twitch for us.
Yeah, the fuck. If we can't be there, you have to stream it.
The wedding.
Well,
I'll
come to Chicago for a wedding.
I'll come to Chicago for a wedding. Depends on when it is. I got a few weddings next year, so like.
Tommy said he'll DJ for you.
So there's nothing set in stone yet, but it won't be anytime this year. The earliest it would officially would be 2025. The latest would be 2026.
Perfect. So I have no weddings in 25.
Exactly. So it would be like a long engagement for now.
JJ literally just said.
No. It's but yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. But honestly, if I'm being honest with you, like it's nice that she like has the ring on because I like seeing her with the ring on because it lights up my day. But I've been treating her like my wife for the better part of 2 years now, so it just kind of feels like more or less like us just like kind of getting like what's the word I'm looking for? Getting something out of the way. Like it seemed like a foregone conclusion. It just kind of seemed like something that was going to be happening because we've already kind of just considered each other like a married couple anyway.
So you guys stopped having sex and she just complains about everything that you do?
Not yet. No, but it's just like she knew I was going to propose. So it's not like something that was out of left field. She knew it was happening. She just didn't know when. But no, like I said, like it's just one of those milestones we like need to check off. But like we've already basically been married this whole time.
And your families have never met?
No, actually they never actually have met. So they've actually met the first time when I proposed. So that was the first time. I don't know, we just kind of like kept things separately, but I don't know, it worked out
Vince
the way
didn't want to introduce her family to the cartel, so he was kind of holding off until the Delgado cartel.
Yeah. I'm assuming you had the same issue with Kate, right? You didn't want to.
I did. No, I couldn't introduce her to the mafia. Like,
yeah, it's just fucked up.
Her family wasn't ready for mob wives.
Oh, love that show.
That was the best show.
It was the best fucking show on the planet Earth. I need to go rewatch it.
I mean, you can ask a question. I don't know if they're going to answer, but you can ask whatever the fuck you want.
Depends on who's the question for. If you ask me the question, I'll answer. If it's anyone else, I can't guarantee they'll answer your question.
It looks like 3.5 inches soft, 6 inches hard. Is that what?
Stop. I like how we both described our dicks.
But it's also, but it's like 4.5 rounds. So like,
yeah.
Vince, did you pick the ring on your own, or did you have help?
Well, I had help, but I already kind of knew what I was gonna get, and ironically enough, is what she would have picked anyways. I think the ring size, like the diamond size, would have been the difference. Is I would have only gone a bigger diamond size if she had wanted one, but she loves the diamond size, so I can't take full credit for it. But I already I just kind of got
what you wanted to get her.
Yeah. It's kind of like let's say like you were gonna get something for Will. You know, or like Matt's getting something for Kate or whatever, and you just get confirmation. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what they want. Okay, perfect. On the right track, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was fun. Like there was like actually a moment there where I was just kind of like living in limbo. Where it's like, does this actually happen? Like we were both kind of just like, do we really just do the thing? Like, or we like cross that threshold? Because I saw our family members interact and it was just so real, you know? Kind of like the first time I saw Will topless.
I mean, you don't have to. Like, it's been a while. I don't think anyone's going to get Katie's father's blessing.
Oh my
You're
god!
such an asshole.
It all
They need
depends on the
no,
situation.
they need your blessing.
Okay,
They need my blessing. If you want to marry Katie, you got to come to me first.
Okay.
Oh, no.
so you have to come to Matt, and then you get the blessing. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay. To answer the question, because he says, wait, traditionally when you propose, aren't you technically supposed to set the blessing, get the blessing from the family? I may be confused, but didn't you say that it was the first time you met her family? So that was the first time our families met each other. So
it was the first time his parents met her parents, and his brothers and sisters met her brothers and sisters, and
so it was the first time the families were together. But I had already met her family. I went ahead and got her father's blessing. I asked her mother as well. I did it traditional ways. Then I went ahead and asked and told my mom and dad. I was like, hey, I love this woman. I really want to marry her. I would love to get your blessing as well. And apparently the only thing I didn't follow through it in Mexican traditions, you're supposed to take your parents to go get the blessings from the girl's parents. And I didn't do that part, but I try to do things as traditional as I could. I would have proposed sooner, but I hadn't met her parents yet. So I just wanted to make sure we were there. And he's like, oh, I gotcha. I was thinking this was the first time you met her parents. Sorry, my fault. No, it's good. It's good. The way I interpret it, or said it can be interpreted differently. But yeah.
Now in Tennessee, when you guys get together and you have to ask for blessings and stuff, that generally happens at which family reunion? Is it a milestone family reunion or?
Oh my god,
that's Alabama.
Alabama.
I assume it's the entire South.
Alabama, Tennessee, Montana. It's not all the same.
Montana.
Everywhere the WCW was prominent, I'm assuming it's the same case.
Oh.
JJ, after turning 27, I told each male, if it doesn't lead to a marriage, don't waste my time.
Pop off, queen.
Fair.
Yeah.
JJ's Queen Supreme, and I love her so much.
Love JJ. JJ also.
Yes, Tommy, that goes for Florida, especially for Florida.
Goes for Florida.
I also want to be clear. I am 75% sure that Will and Allison are not related by blood.
That's so fucked. Anyways,
I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, wait a second.
No, sir.
75% is that was very specific.
No, if I had said 77%, that'd be very specific.
Okay.
Specific.
We're not. We're not blood related.
Okay. All right.
So I'm 100% sure. I believe him. He wouldn't lie to me.
Now, did we figure out what we're doing for a title here?
Vince is napped. No,
I hosted. I had to find guests on the fly because I didn't think you were going to show up. You have to figure this out because I have no idea. I can't even come up with titles of my own fucking show.
Well, that's usually Matt's job. That's usually why I just kind of sit here and just be like, what's the title, Matt? And then I look for a pretty picture, and then I put his title on the picture, and then we call it a day. Call it a week.
I don't know. Will, did I say anything memorable?
Botch spots and undefined erections, part 2.
This is only the second time I've ever been on the show.
My first episode was botch spots and undefined erections.
Thank you, UE, for going over to AEW and giving me undefined erections because you wouldn't tell us what UE stood for.
Sure.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm assuming you guys are gonna stick around for a bit. If you guys think of something, just text it to me, and then while I start working on something, and I'll have that going. I'm gonna call off. I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna go back to bed because obviously I did not get enough sleep.
Episode 315.
Yeah, 315.
Yes.
Not quite Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Because here's the thing. Jesus did say we should make Swallowing Havoc the title for next week.
I already read them.
And then what was the other one for week 2?
We're not doing
that. I don't do part 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm not doing that shit.
Oh, Swallowing Havoc.
No, we don't do that.
We could do Swallowing Havoc 316.
I will look up some horror movies that are part 2s and maybe do Swallowing Havoc part 2, whatever. I'll figure it out. But I'm not doing Electric Boogaloo. Now, the title for this episode will be Smackin' It Raw, episode 315, Katie's Takeover.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. There you go. I'll even look for the Takeover logo and then do that. See, this is why you make the titles, man.
This is why I make the show.
All right. Will, Allison.
Owner's back.
I appreciate you guys.
Put it down.
I got out of bed for this, Vince. I was like whole ass in the bed.
Did you put pants back on?
No,
but you did put a bra on.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. Go back and rewatch and make sure you thumbs up.
It's like the beam.
I thought you were lifting your shirt up there for a second.
No, I was
I
pulling
was like,
my
oh
blanket
God.
out.
We're still I was about to flash the camera.
Oh, we're still live.
Oh man, I love this show. All right,
Do
good
not
night, guys.
Photoshop Katie super kicking Matt. Photoshop Katie super kicking Vince, which was supposed to happen.
Yeah, because I had a fucking migraine.
I was just gonna use the picture of Angel Garza basically looking like he was shoving his dick up on Andre Chase.
Unless we can get like the footage of the Shawn Michaels Triple H attack, but Photoshop Vince and Katie's faces on Shawn and Triple H.
I can do that.
That's too much Photoshop for me to do right now, so I won't be doing it.
I heard down here.
I can do it.
Huh?
Allison, you know what to do.
Do it.
All right.
You know what to do.
Vince is not happy about this at all.
I'm excited.
But that's what happens when you fall asleep, get woken up, and fall back to sleep.
And give me PTSD.
That could have been the title too. Katie's PTSD.
No.
PTSD 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Motherfucker.
All right. Will, Allison, thank you guys for stepping up and showing up, regardless of if you had articles of clothing on or not. Matt, thanks for coming up. Honey Bun says, "What's up, gang? Later, gang."
What up, Honey Bun?
What's up, Honey Bun?
Name.
Katie, great job. Awesome job hosting. Fantastic. Night, guys. Have a good one.
Buenos
noches, Bobby.
Bye.
Bye.
We love you too,
Thanks,
JJ. Katie did do a great job.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
So here's what happened. Like, I'm sitting at this party. I'm with my friends, and I walk outside. I'm like, hey, my podcast is about to start. I'm going to check it out. And I look over. It's 11 o'clock, and I put it on. I was like, all right, give him a couple minutes. I know how Vince is. Sometimes he runs a little late. He might have something going on. And then I was like, let me see what's up. So I just like put the eyes in there in case like I don't know where Vince is. So I texted him and I didn't hear from him. So then I called him because I knew Katie was having PTSD, and I don't like to be helpless in the fact of like sitting here knowing that she's doing this for me.
Yeah.
And then this happens to her. So I'm like, I'm gonna figure something the fuck out. We're gonna get this going because I can't have her like having breakdown number 2 while I'm in the chat again with just sage advice, I guess. I don't know.
Except this time it's your show.
Yeah, now it's my show. So Vince is like, yeah, no, I just woke up. I'll be on my bed, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool, get over there. And then I saw you guys, and I'm like, listen, just get them, run it. I don't know if Vince came with the ads or not. Did you guys play the ads?
I did. I had a very nice transition to the ads, I will say.
I'll have to go back and listen to most of the show that I missed because I had it in my pocket as I was like walking around and talking to everybody, just letting it play. Promoted the show a little bit at the party. Also, I did not think about my costume. So I went full Friday 13th, Jason part 3, and it looked great. I looked fantastic. You can see one of the machetes is missing from back there. It's a real machete. And Kate's like, you probably shouldn't bring that. And I was like, I don't know why. We're going to a friend's house, like, blah, 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 this and that. the party was near the college campus, and it wasn't until I got there and I got out of the car and I grabbed it that I realized I'm walking around a college campus with a fucking machete and a Jason mask in my hand on a Saturday night, that it probably wasn't a good idea. Also, it was really annoying to carry around the party, so I ended up taking it back to the car and just leaving it in the car for the rest of the night. But yeah, and it's not dull either, so there was that.
Jesus, Matt. Well, I mean, you figured it out, so I don't know what is going on.
Thank you. Honey Bun loves Tommy, or
yeah. And then I said Tommy's flirting with strangers in the chat, guys.
Tommy's flirting with strangers. We got a honey bun and a cupcake. Why aren't I your dad that left? Because I'm Katie's dad that didn't leave. I can't be the dad that I've got my own daughter not to leave. Like I can only financially support so many people. So, and emotionally.
He's not the stepdad. He's the dad that stepped up.
I'm sorry, Cupcake. You know, you're not alone though. My best friend John, his dad left with the babysitter. Katie's dad, I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Oh, he just sucks.
Will likes drugs. Honey Bun said no drugs. Tommy's still waiting on. Is there a pregnant woman at the club? Like, what it?
No, I'm assuming milk from the store. From
which one of us is your dad?
I'm assuming me.
Oh.
If I am your father, you had to have been born sometime between 2005 and 2023. And if you were born between 2005 and 2023, you're probably almost not old enough to be watching the show as is.
Bingo.
Just like barely legal.
That's a category.
I'm intrigued by this. Who these people are that showed up at the very end of the show.
They're like Allison. Allison's my father.
2020?
That's not true.
That's not feasible. So wait, no.
So you're a 3-year-old. You're pretty.
I do have one of those, but I guarantee this is not my child. So
I was about to say she's not up at 2:00 in the morning.
She is not on Twitch at Nana's house right now.
Can she read and type?
She can. I mean, she can't read, but she can like repeat. Like she knows books by heart. Like has them memorized and will go through the pages and say exactly what's on the pages as if she's reading.
She's smart.
She knows her entire alphabet and she can count to like 17.
Fuck yeah. Smart kid.
And she just turned 3.
And neither of my kids were born in 2020. So we're definitely not your dad. Bless you, Matt. Bless you, Matt.
Bless you. Bless you.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. It's like 15 seasons. No, Tommy, no one's your dad.
I know your dad, Tommy. No, we're not your dad.
Wait, you know Tommy's dad?
Well, I sort of. I've met him through the screen. Yes. I don't have any milk, though.
This conversation is going all over the goddamn place.
I don't understand this. Family friendly? You're on the wrong channel.
Yeah, no. We are the number one wrestling, number one horror, number one all that nerd-ish news source on Pornhub. So if you're not old enough to be perusing Pornhub, then we are probably not the show for you.
Family friendly. Cupcake. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, honey bun.
Are you saying, oh, yeah, that you remember?
I'm pretty sure there's like a mature rating to even open the channel. So
is there?
There should be.
There is.
There definitely fucking should be.
It is the wrong channel. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the name Smackin It Raw should have been a dead giveaway, but, you know, what do I know?
What's the ad? You're on the fucking site.
I don't know.
Pornhub.com/model/creation world.
Oh, I thought you meant for Twitch. I was like, you're watching us.
It's the right channel if you're looking for your dad. Shut up, Tommy.
Or looking for a father figure, maybe.
I have a great dad bod. You guys saw it tonight. in most of its glory.
Just most.
Whether it was while I was, lifting weights or when I told everyone to suck it.
I honestly didn't expect you to like show up on the show.
I was debating. I was like, I'm gonna let them do their thing, and then Kate's like, she's going to Michigan in the morning at like 7 in the morning, so she's like, I'm going to bed, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch the Meg too, and she goes, but I want to watch it, and I'm like, but I need to finish it by the end of October, and I want to watch. I'm like, all right, well, I got nothing to watch. She's going to bed, so Daddy's not getting lucky tonight, even though Zoe's not home. Why not go fuck with Katie and try and brighten her day, seeing as it started a little rough on the show. Yeah. And I love hanging out with Will and Allison too. And I don't get Allison as often as I get Will. So
this is also true.
That is very true. I had a very nice long conversation with Will and Allison after trivia on Thursday.
You got the full story.
I got all of the details.
That we gave you a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
she doesn't hate me. She doesn't hate me.
She got the saga of Will and Allison,
which is it literally was like a LMN movie. I was like, there's no way any of this is real.
I mean, I could see that if I was a little skinnier and a ginger, I could see that.
Yeah,
pretty sure he's a ginger. We love our gingers. I miss Bakley. Gotta have Bakley back.
I do miss Bakley.
I hate his new work schedule.
It's the worst.
Oh.
Do you have more drink in your drink?
No, I drink all my drink.
He drank all of his drink in his drink.
TC might swing through. I know Katie is. Just is going to be out of town. Haven't heard from Reek.
I think Reek told me he's more than likely going to.
Okay, so Reek, TC, Katie, and Matt. You guys want to come talk horror movies tomorrow night?
I was gonna come because you told me I could if I wanted to, and I've watched horror movies this month.
I'm going to see Exorcist Believer tomorrow.
Have y'all watched Fall of the House of Usher?
No, I need to. I'm doing it.
It's good when I get back. It is fucked up.
Mike Flanagan has the best fucking shows, and I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to watch this. And I am
all caught up on Goosebumps, though.
Ooh.
I still need to watch Goosebumps.
This is Michael the Rock Myers.
Out of here.
I need that.
I'll send it to you.
Barney's the scary.
Miramax. I need that. Instead of the Shatner mask, make the Rock mask, put hair on it, do the eyebrow and everything, and let that be our Michael Myers.
That's exactly what it should be, honestly.
Barney's the scary movie I've ever seen.
I'm surprised that's not a horror movie. I'm surprised it's not a horror movie yet.
Once the IP becomes public, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
Rule 34.
They're making a Bambi live action horror movie.
Mm-hmm. And Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I didn't fuck it up this time. 2.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
That made me chuckle.
Tommy, you can come, but you have to DJ live on air.
Roger that. I will keep that in mind.
I mean, he seems to be awake during this time, so.
Tommy's always awake.
I'd rather have DJ. Tommy on air when he's at work, though, because
it's more
I like the background ambiance.
The background ambiance, i.e., when we almost got banned. Kyle was like, are you not going to take that off the screen?
Listen, Kyle needs to learn to shut the fuck up. Listen, nobody noticed it but me and Kyle and maybe, whoever noticed it wasn't saying shit. We were just trying to enjoy what the fuck was going on. But no, gotta ruin the party for everybody.
Because he's a buzzkill.
Damn it.
Captain Buzz Killington.
Do you ever just get random pains in places?
Every single day of my life.
It's not the lasers.
It's the
I literally have a pain right here in my thumb.
I mean, I keep getting pains in my hand, but this is also the hand I smashed 2 years ago, so...
What's the Addy I'm finna pull up to the show?
No.
Goodbye.
Like, you want to come in my
Physical
house?
address?
Yeah.
We're in 3 different states. Probably the closest between any of us is, I think, Matt, you're 7 hours away and Katie's 10 hours away.
And I've made that 10-hour drive.
I'm in Iowa. Will and Allison are in Georgia, and Katie is in Massachusetts. So if you're close to either of those states, let us know. We can drop an address, and maybe you can come visit. I guess I don't know. Listen, the only people allowed to come in my house are me and my wife. That is it. And the only person allowed to come in my wife is me. So sorry, Tommy. I don't share.
You want to be shared.
I want to be shared audio-wise, not physically. She owns me. I am her property. Only through her can I be pimped out for a price, and the price is very high.
So Cupcake said she could be. I'm gonna say they. Do you think it would be like they would be a good one to use in this term since we're not sure?
Since we
they can be your wife, and you know.
But I thought he was your dad.
Look, it's 2023. We can't assume anything.
I'm in Iowa. We don't do that shit.
And you're 3 years old.
And you're only 3 years old. So that's a little bit. That's a. Ooh. Matt, do you accept ones?
No.
Except ones. That's all Tommy has is ones.
Matt told me the only way I could come in his house is if I cooked for him.
That is actually true, yeah.
That is factual. I have heard that conversation.
I ate the cheesecake, by the way, and it was fucking delicious.
I got rave reviews on those tacos, so.
Yeah?
I messed up the cheesecake.
My pronouns are Big Papa and Overlord. So I'm only going to call Cupcake Big Papa now. That's just the way this will happen. At least hit the follow button. At least hit the follow button for us.
If you're going to be like my wife, but also Big Papa, how does that? And you're my child as well. See, again, Iowa, not Mississippi. We don't.
This is such a weird, like.
Why do you get like the weird? I mean, it is 2 o'clock in the morning.
What did the one guy say?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're on Pornhub. This is why we get what we get.
We're not live on Pornhub.
The show is on Pornhub, and then people find us and hear us talk about Pornhub, and they're like, "Oh, these guys are cool. Let me fuck with them." And I'm perfectly fine being fucked with. Like, I will fuck with you right back.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
I know how to play music. Does that work for you, Matt? About the only thing I know.
Oh my god, they actually followed.
Yeah, boom. Thank you. Thank you, Cupcake1367 for the follow. Here's a dancing penguin.
No, we don't have those, right?
Are you going to dance like a penguin?
Yeah, I will.
I like how you dance like a penguin out of frame.
Oh yeah. Oh, you
can
see
wearing pants.
Yeah. I also don't have any pants on.
Nobody's wearing pants.
Like the way you do it with no hands, Will.
You see what I do?
Listen, I made him go to a pumpkin patch today. He deserves to dance like a penguin off camera.
No, we're not doing that one. I don't like that layout.
Fix it. No. Excuse me.
I knew
Mommy
you'd
on
hate that.
top. Do you play bingo? I have played bingo.
Like,
apparently on Wednesdays you can play bingo at IKEA. I saw that on TikTok.
I was gonna say I'm 36, but I'm not quite like bingo age.
I agree with Tommy.
Where'd the other one
A whole
go?
left turn.
Cupcake and who?
And
Honey bun.
Honey bun asked for the and then I think went to Pornhub and might not be back. They're either watching the Texas Dildo Masquerade watch along or Evil Head.
Evil Head cinema.
That's debatable.
Let's see where we're at on those.
Tommy said down here they do this thing called Naughty Bingo, where if you win, they will give you sex toys.
We're going Florida.
Yeehaw.
You know, it does not surprise me that that's a Florida thing.
That doesn't surprise me in any
It'd be fun though.
Yeah, it would be fun.
But only if it's hosted by a really awesome drag queen.
All right. So we have officially hit 3,045 views for Evil Head. And the Texas Dildo Masquerade currently is sitting at 7,609 views.
Honeybun's back from the bathroom. They got done wanking. You were right, Matt. You called that shit.
Honeybun, drop a follow.
Yeah, hit the follow button.
Listen, I know the people that tune in to watch me talk shit. All right? I know what they're into.
Do you think that these are your stalkers from the twins?
I wouldn't call them stalkers, like anonymous admirers at best.
No, we know who has stalkers.
No to the follow or no to the wanking?
No, down here. He has stalkers.
Legit.
I don't have stalkers.
Will has stalkers?
Allison, point the other way.
I do.
Other, there you go.
Yeah. See,
there you go.
Well, on my screen, it's...
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I always have to take belt.
No follow. Wow.
Then go away.
I'm not going to go that far.
No,
you can hang around.
Kidding.
You can talk shit. Maybe we'll entertain you enough to where you think we deserve a follow. I'd love to figure out what you need from me to get that follow.
What would it take to get the follow? What would you like to see here at Creation World?
Will can take his shirt back off, and so can I.
I'll put a luchador mask on for you. Fine.
I didn't take a lot of convincing.
See, at first I thought, 2486 would immediately apply to me that we're dealing with a Pisces here.
Don't dock somebody.
Because their 2486 is obviously going to be a birthday. So we're looking at somebody that's 36 years old, a Pisces.
37 years old.
37 years old. They would have just turned 37. You're right.
This year, yes.
Yeah.
See, now they said never mind because you insulted them.
I didn't insult them.
You said they're Pisces. Some people take an insult to that.
I'm an Aries.
In February on the 4th. They're a Pisces. That's actually my little sister's birthday. I thought it might be her fucking with me, but she would just come in here and talk just raw shit to me.
Well, I mean, what do you call your little sister?
Peanut.
Uh-huh. Honey Bun isn't far from Peanut.
See, Honey Bun is a Pisces. I called that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Tommy's a Pisces. Oh,
Tommy is a Pisces. Honey Bun said Sam. Yeah.
What up, Jamie?
Jamie Rose! Are you editing pictures and videos?
Peanut wouldn't be at this late.
No, Peanut was in bed hours ago.
Jamie's a Capricorn.
I'm a Scorpio.
Virgo.
Honey Bun.
Really?
I
would have swore you were a Cancer.
No, I had cancer, man.
No, I'm a Cancer. He had cancer.
I had cancer.
No, see, he had cancer. I am a
Cancer. Yeah.
That's the difference.
I am editing. See, I knew it.
I hate telling you my zodiac sign.
2487. 2486.
6. I hate telling people my zodiac sign because I'm like,
I wonder if Cupcake and Honey Bun are the same person.
They might be.
Because they're bound, like, Honey Bun showed up, Cupcake left. Cupcake was in here, Honey Bun was gone.
It's probably because if it was the person who was trying to flirt with me, then that would be happening again. So I don't think it's that person.
Yeah.
That was a weird time in my life.
I think I know who it is.
How did
who?
Put it in the private chat.
I'm just kidding. I was going to try to come up with something real clever, and I didn't think to. I don't even know him. Know who?
Ooh.
Big Papa / Overlord.
Big Papa.
Love it when you call me Big Papa.
Which are their pronouns. So you can't call Cupcake him. It is either Big Papa or Overlord. I do not know Big Papa. I do not know Overlord. One or the other.
Those are such vastly different pronouns.
Am I following you, Tommy?
I don't know. Tommy just followed me on Twitter. I followed him back.
Well, then you can click invite, copy the link, and send it to Tommy if Tommy wants to come through.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Bye. I can't. Me and Will both thought Allison was about to flash. We were like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're still live." Oh, that was great. What Addy? Which address are you looking for? And who's your friend?
I'm telling you, none of this shit makes fucking sense. The math ain't mathin'.
I'm real confused by what's happening.
So am I, and I'm not high.
I'm Googling honey. I've been Googling.
Katie's gonna send it to you.
Tommy, I just sent it to you.
Calm down, Tommy. I'm looking for Honeybun2486 across all social medias because the Twitch account is brand new. Yeah, they're
Twitter, Tommy. Twitter.
On Twitter, Tommy.
Honeybun
the place you just followed me.
Honeybun.
I'm assuming that was Tommy. If not, this is gonna get really weird.
246.
It wasn't I am thorny. It was just I am horny, and Katie sending the link.
No, it's just it's like Tommy with like 15 M's. I mean, it's his face. So unless he has a Stan account.
Ooh. I hope it's one of the girls from the club that's like pretending to be Tommy.
Just
What did you find?
Everything that said Honeybun2486 were all brand new bot accounts. So I 100% think I wouldn't put it past one of them. I think that this is 100% somebody fucking with us just on a new account. Yeah.
I'm not surprised anymore.
Me either.
Nothing surprises me.
I hope it's one of our friends.
Cupcake's solid though. Cupcake threw us a follow. We appreciate you, Cupcake.
We do love Cupcake. Cupcake's cool.
Cupcake.
What's the exact addy for a friend? My name is Demetrius DeMarcus Bartholomew James the Sixth Jr.
Did you go to Thornwood High School?
It's the fact that it said Bartholomew.
I swear I went to high school with somebody with that name.
You caught me, but I don't know Cupcake. I'll see you.
Yes, Cupcake went to the high school.
I knew we went to high school together.
So we do know Honeybun.
Apparently, yeah.
Who the fuck could it be? Who's awake? It's 3 o'clock in the morning in the future.
It's probably the same person that's been sending me all those not gonna lies.
Oh, we don't know. Yeah, it definitely is.
Demetrius, you had a crush on me in high school?
That's dope, man.
Bartholomew.
I'm glad we're coming together now with all of this.
They're so
like Demetrius DeMarcus Bartholomew James the Sixth Jr. Like, I'm glad you're here.
I really don't think Jax is making troll accounts to get in the chat and fuck with us.
No.
Though, Will, what are you doing?
Scratching her back.
Thought maybe Jack showed up and he's just like, we had a great idea. So I was talking to a buddy of mine at the party tonight, and he was like, somehow he has never seen SpongeBob in his life, and he's 36 years old. I'm like,
what?
He's like, the only thing I've ever seen of SpongeBob was SpongeBob in 4D. And I'm like, what's 4D? And he's like, it's like 3D, but then like they splash you with water and shit. And listen, I told John I want to open it in Tennessee, a 4D porno theater where you go and you watch 3D porn, but like when she squirts, you get squirted, or like when the cum shot comes, you get. Listen, I want a full 4D porn experience for the people in the theater.
It's gonna end bad.
Porn? No. You're on the right track, okay? Follow me here. Rocky Horror Picture Show, but live action porn.
What the fuck?
Just think about it. Please.
Why the fuck does he have a goddamn cowboy hat on?
Because that's Tommy. Tommy wears a cowboy hat.
Also, why are you in black and white?
What are you talking about?
Are you coming to us from a fucking like 40s Western? Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Tommy's just pale.
Looks like El Chapo. That's bueno.
Fucking hell.
You look like an extra from Tombstone right now.
I wish I know what you were talking about.
What?
Matt, the answer is Asia. Everything is Asia.
The answer is always Asia, Tommy.
Hold on, let me see if this works better. Hold on, I got you. Let me see if this works better. Maybe I'm not so black and white anymore.
What are you doing?
What's happening?
Hey, let me get a hit. Man, you wish. I don't even know who you are, Cupcake.
Is this better?
A little bit.
Yeah, just a smidge.
It's still real pale, Tommy.
Yeah, it's giving ghost.
You do realize, like, because you work in a strip club at night, during the day you can step outside, right?
Yeah. I know that.
There's this thing called the sun.
Tommy's a vampire.
Look, when I used to work construction, like I'd go in, like to go talk about a job site. I was so tan, and like they start speaking Spanish, and I was like, "What are you doing? I don't know Spanish."
Who's the Cupcake? Stop.
Cupcake, stop.
Got it. I bet it's Jackson Southback.
Actually, that's a really good fucking bet.
Oh, we switched cowboy hats.
Tommy, how many cowboy hats do you have?
Just these two.
Well,
just
that's
these
not
two,
fun.
ma'am.
Oh
No!
Oh shit!
Look at that hat.
Listen, the Rack was just sitting there trying to enjoy himself on this fine Saturday evening. Then I saw you putting those cowboy hats on. I got an instant boner because I was thinking, save a horse, ride a cowboy. But I've heard Tommy's got that horse cock, so I'm down either way, Tommy. You could switch hats. You can keep the same hat on. I'm just gonna ride you till you pass out.
I'm not opposed.
I know you are not. You are the Rack's biggest fan.
Literally.
Yeah.
And figuratively.
Jesus.
What?
Hi, Bestie. How are you?
Hi, bestie.
Hold on. Who are they talking about? They said, bro, he's the blackest one here.
They were clearly talking about the Rack because he has the biggest dick in the room.
That is true. both in girth and length.
Fact.
Stop it.
Have y'all seen this show on Max where like they just have a bunch of naked people standing around? It's like a dating show where like you just see people with dicks and vaginas and shit, and you're like,
the
hey,
naked attraction or whatever.
That one, yes, the naked attraction where it's like, oh, that's a nice looking pussy. I would like to continue to talk to you, but that one I do not like. That looks like a roast beef sandwich. You need to get the fuck off the show. Like it is a whole thing on HBO Max.
Hey, look, I like roast beef.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm not saying that if it looks like a roast beef sandwich, the Rack isn't down to smash some Arby's. I'm just saying some people on the show might be like that. I love me a good classic double.
A double.
A double.
I will give you my horsey sauce.
Got some horsey sauce.
Horsey sauce.
I don't like that.
I wasn't talking to you, Katie. The rack would never violate you in such a way. That is inappropriate. You are my best friend. We have to have boundaries and borders. I was talking about Tommy and his roast beef sandwich. I'm going to get all up in that.
I'll give you some Arby's sauce with that.
There we go.
Arby's sauce.
You are speaking the rack's fast food language.
Will's like, oh my god, Arby's. Will's in like a trance right now.
He's putting on that show.
I can't.
Why?
Because
why?
Because he's not wearing pants and he's not trying to get a hard on and jack off on live air.
No, she's gonna fix it for me. It's just not logged in.
Oh my god, magic.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Do you believe in magic?
Great song.
Where did the chat go? You guys were all here having fun, cupcakes and honey buns and shit, which are all things the rack likes to put in his mouth. So where'd y'all go?
I don't know.
They all disappeared.
Because Jax is texting Will right now, so he can't be texting in the thing.
I did message Jax to find out what he's doing.
What did he say?
Did he answer you?
He didn't.
Suspicious. The worst type of suspicious.
Listen, the only suspicious thing in here is the man in the cowboy hat.
I mean, true. He looks like El Chapo.
Are you in Texas?
No, I'm in Florida.
Then why the fuck? Well, you are in Florida. Never mind. It all makes sense.
That's your answer.
Yes, that is correct.
To be more specific, the biggest city landmass wise in Florida.
I don't know.
Are we supposed to know that? Like, you thought that Asia was. We're supposed to know what the biggest city landmass wise is in Florida?
It's in Jacksonville.
Oh, you are a Jaguar. You love. So you probably got that good Coke then, right? You got that Tony Khan hook.
I am not a Jaguar.
You didn't say anything about the Coke though.
Now we know who Tony Khan's supply is, ladies and gentlemen. So if we need, like, when he is going crazy on Twitter, we just need to tell Tommy to cut that motherfucker off.
Are we? Oh, there it is. I was like, where is this fucking?
We blame Tommy for it.
Look,
we are definitely sure because we watched it just the other night.
I took a tour of the Jags' new facility. I know where Tony Khan's office is.
Ooh,
well, of course you do. How else are you going to make deliveries?
Yeah, how is he going to make your special deliveries?
Maybe you could do us all a favor and send one of the girls from the club over there to like have sex with this man so he chills the fuck out.
For real.
Factual.
I got a few.
He's got a few, he said.
Will is just tuned out. He is just watching dicks and vaginas and things.
Do you actually see everything on the show?
Yes, you see everything.
They haven't started showing dicks or vaginas yet. You can see the bottom of the screen.
And it's in the UK, so a lot of the penises are uncircumcised for whatever reason. So just like elephant trunks and shit.
Ooh. That just immediately says to me that you smell.
You just called out so many people without realizing it.
I can guarantee you, no man that is uncircumcised properly cleans his dick.
Listen, the rag is fully circumcised. However, I would not say no man properly cleans it. I'm sure there are plenty of men.
Straight men who are uncircumcised do not know how to properly clean their dicks.
I feel like that is a broad generalization. I cannot support that theory.
Tommy, do you know how to clean your pee-pee?
I sure fucking do.
Are you circumcised or uncircumcised, Tom?
No, I'm fully circumcised.
Why are we talking about this?
I love that everyone's like, we are fully circumcised, as if like there is another option to
partial.
be. Yeah.
It's like a half.
I have a 3/4 circumcision.
It's a half. They call it the half baloney.
The half baloney.
I mean, look, they could have clipped just a piece of it off. It's okay.
I think
it's like a crop top turtleneck.
Yeah.
That's a good look at. That would be cool. Like, what if you could just like?
God.
What if you are, say, fully circumcised and you want to go back? Can you get like? Would it be like a toupee, but for your dick, and it would be skin instead of hair?
Okay, so there's an episode of Friends.
Like a dick jacket.
There's an episode of Friends where Joey is up for a part, and the part he's got to show his wiener, and they want somebody who's uncircumcised, and he lies and says that he is. So like Rachel makes different prototypes to make him like a fake foreskin.
Head.
It's like putting on his bed. You know,
Listen, so
whoa,
Tommy is going full fucking big and rich in this bitch.
Oh,
the rack noticed something. The rack showed up, and the rack said, "Where the fuck is everybody that was in the chat?" And they knew that if they were here and they were doing the shit that they were doing, that idiot Matt Ritter, that they were gonna get roasted the fuck to shit, and they all just left. They said, "Fuck it, we can't handle the rack. We're not doing this with him here," because they know it's big dick swinging when the rack shows up. Matt Ritter might put up with that shit. The rack is not going to handle disrespect.
Need Katie to see it.
That was the
what?
Like,
I paused the show and took a picture of someone's wiener. I'm about to send it to you.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody is watching anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream. And then once we end the stream, you can just move your camera over and then we can see whatever the fuck we need to see. So thank you.
Bye,
we love
everybody.
you. Good night. Suck a dick.